So now we rejoin the Road Wardens and company as they awaken from what feels like a longer rest and slumber than what would have been just a knockout. They awake feeling sore, but semi-rested. You may recover as if you had a long rest.
Woo!
Ooh, nice.
Yes. Oh.
Because your asses were knocked out for longer, for 8 hours or more. You don't know how long you were unconscious.
Yes, my mana. Yes.
And when your eyes open again, you see the floor where Karitaman had been standing is now populated by his war mantle and his prized kopesh, scimitar-like blades.
Oh, we taking that helmet.
I stepped on it, if you recall.
Yes, but it'll still fetch a nice price from some
it
museum.
was gold, and I squished it. I needed to demoralize him.
The room thrums with a unsettling resonance. It's almost as if your perception, your eyes, how you see, is simply 2 inches to the left of where your body is.
I grabbed the helmet.
Brand is going to get up and run and grab the helmet.
How far away is it? I thought it was like
it's
right
in the
by
middle
us.
of the room. You guys were thrown back during the explosion.
As Luna's like, trying to move and get up and sees Hildebrand running for it. What are you doing? Why are you just gonna touch things? Last time you touched something. She gestures to.
All right.
Like as a massive headache.
Pull herself up.
Carefully. All right.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I was just going to get it to put in the coffers. I think we can sell it. Yosef would probably give us a very good price for it.
Look with your eyes and your hands.
Do you think...
Is everyone okay first, before we go looting for treasure?
What's this weird vibration in the air?
Oh, I thought I was just having a really bad migraine.
As you've stood up, you can feel the thrum still sits there, as if somebody's drawing a bow across the low string on a stand-up bass, very slowly and sustained. But you don't really hear it. You just feel it. And your eyes start to slowly move back to that proper orientation for the middle of your head.
I mean, it seems to be a little bit better, but alright. Let's look at what's over here before we go shoving it in our bag. And Linnera's gonna saunter her way over and identify, make sure it's safe before we...
There's 2 things. There is the war mantle and the kopesh.
Now, is this kopesh proportionately...
2 kopesh.
Oh, 2 kopesh.
They are large scimitar. Which would you like to identify? Wait.
The war mantle first.
Pass for the one with the hat on it.
Good choice.
The one with the hat on it, not the blades.
This is a hat.
Oh, it's the hat. Okay.
He knows what hats look like.
He did a switcheroo in his hands.
Boy.
He's a good
if you cast identify at it,
Yes.
flip it over and read it.
Alright, so the mantle of Kapitaman, attuned. When worn, this gives the wearer advantage on all wisdom and charisma saving throws. Additionally, the wearer's spell save DC and attack bonuses are increased by 1.
It's a big old golden war mantle.
And it's not cursed?
it doesn't sit the same, like the coif isn't part of it. You know what I mean by the big blue,
Yeah.
you know, headdress
Okay,
part?
it's the face.
No, it's the mantle.
Oh, it's the collar.
Okay. I know what
It's
you're talking
the
about now.
hanging golden collar that rests across the shoulders, down the front, and around the back.
Right. That's the mantle. Okay.
Gold with
Okay.
with blue lapis inlay and just the
Because I think she used her detect magic on them. She saw the magic. There was magic on the helmet. And
No, I didn't.
No. She
No?
never detected.
No.
They were being warned by Karitaman. There was more pressing matters than doing detect magic on the guy who
Yeah.
was probably a lich
Okay.
king.
All right.
So no. But kind of like, okay, all right, this isn't. You can touch it. It's fine. But let's see what these other things are.
Knocking on it.
Going to identify.
Spend
while
another
she's-
one. Okay, pass the other one over.
I
Does
just,
seem more like your style.
Next.
I just don't want
The
us touching
Kopesh.
anything and hurting this place, whatever it is. If there's any remaining chaos energy anywhere,
The
I would rather
handle-
be safe.
The handle is brass with gold wire handles with a white pearl and a black pearl as big as your eye on the pommel of each. Their metal is reminiscent of what in our world would be Damascus.
Okay, these are the Blades of Honorable Demise. Once attuned, it is 1d6. Single attack, this blade grants a +2 attack bonus, attack and damage bonus. It deals 1d plus 1d6 necrotic damage on hit, or alternatively, when dual wielded, it's dual hand with one. There's only one.
Double.
Or is it-
No. There's two of them.
There's two.
They're
You'll wield
a
it, I was
paired weapon, but you
Okay.
can have one in one hand.
Okay.
But if you wield two of them,
you get
they
a
act different.
+2 attack and damage bonus if both blades hit in turn. In a turn, they deal +3d6 necrotic damage per hit, which can maybe twice, in parentheses finesse.
maximum of twice.
Okay.
So you can, if you hit with both blades, it does a bonus 66 necrotic damage in the turn. And they are finesse weapons, meaning you can use dexterity to wield them and for damage bonuses.
It could be strength or dex.
Strength or dex.
Alright.
And they are also light.
I'm so glad he never hit us twice with those. My God.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was casting a whole bunch, so he had one hand free.
Yeah.
He never drew the second one.
So
Thankfully.
did you say all of that out loud?
Yeah. Actually,
It's more of a description of the energies.
Yeah, obviously not saying it's a +2 blood attack to your bonus,
The-
guys.
The helm has what feels like infused a very low form of pure high magic, almost implying that the Tomb King civilization was on the verge of discovering high magic as humans. The blades, though, are touched not by necromancy, but by the purple winds,
Well, that's how you would naturally start before you
the amethyst winds
go a
of
little crazy. She's kind of gesturing to it. These blades, I understand. I'm sure you could do wonderful things with it, but Nils, would you be able to handle this as well? Space out or
You
damage.
want him to use necrotic energy?
It's amethyst.
death energy.
Amethyst is
Death?
a very natural wind. There's a difference between necromancy
Okay,
and
Nils.
the amethyst winds.
How do you feel about that?
Lanira, I appreciate that you think of me, but and I would consider it if it were not that I have a more important weapon now.
Oh, that's sweet.
I never doubted how he would respond.
It's fair. I just wanted to offer it. You are a part of our team as much as everyone else, and you've held your own. When we get things that can help us along our way, I just want to make sure everyone has a chance.
I appreciate it, but in this situation, I would much rather continue to use Anna's gift.
Sorry. Out of character.
Carmen kind of like looks away, coughs a little bit, wipes her face.
Well, he would be fine.
You have no moral quandaries, I assume?
In all honesty, I prefer Moonsong.
Well.
I would point out that you can technically wield both and decide which ones you want to use. I would also.
I'm going to look like a Swiss Army knife.
You already do.
Yeah, you do.
But
I don't know. We haven't said it to you yet, but
I would also point. I would also point out that they would be usable in different situations, and technically the Kopesh are +2s. So it would be 1d6 +2 plus your dex bonus.
I'm going to look like the friggin' Libra Gold Saint here.
Yeah.
I understand your vanity is
So why?
at risk here.
Why are we complaining?
I'm supposed to be stealthy. I've got the frickin' armory on.
Well, you're so stealthy, it doesn't matter that you run with an armory.
You're just that good.
They have sheaths as well, by the way. They have matching sheaths that were on the ground.
I've got like holsters all over the place.
Listen, if you don't want it,
All right.
say as much.
All right, I'll give them a try. It couldn't hurt. I hope. Thank you.
Well, use the right end.
Swiss Army brand.
Swiss Army
Swiss
brand.
Army brand, really. I'm a jack of all trades, and I'm a jackknife of all trades.
Can I wear the mantle along my hips?
Oh my god.
I don't know if it would fit around your hips because... Well, is your stomach the size of a neck?
I can pin it.
I mean, from pictures, I'm gonna say no.
I feel so attacked.
You drew it!
I did.
Wear it under the furs.
So many things. It's very true.
Right, now, is it attached to the helmet?
I think
or...
The
it
helmet
would
is
look
not
great on
attached.
you.
The helmet... You find that the helmet and the coif, the
Had it disintegrated
display, the headdress portion, was actually his death mask. Traditionally, every
That's right.
fallen king would have their face etched so that they would always have their face in life and death. The mantle was what carried his power, though.
I think it would match you well.
I'm certainly not picky. Might as well be wearing a costume of a dead man as it is. Why not? Just, shimmies it around.
At your next rest, you'll be
Yeah, I
able
put
to
it in
attune-
parentheses for right now.
Yeah, you have to spend a short rest attuning to it,
Okay.
Right.
which you can take right now if you really want, during this whole time while you're just kind of recuperating.
I mean, if it's not Twinkie to do,
No, it's not.
we could probably use it. We're still
There's
If you
processing.
wish to attune immediately, you can do that.
Okay.
There's rubble in here, right?
There's a shattered bone and broken map.
That's
Not really.
I know he's smashed.
Not
down.
really crumbling stone. This part of the tomb is in excellent condition. It's been almost sealed. It's been sealed off in both a physical and magical sense.
Are there any from the point zero? Are there any like shattered pieces of stone?
Not that you can see. The shockwave sent the bones scattering everywhere, but it didn't seem to affect the tomb much.
All right, I'm going to take out one of my bullets from my pouch.
Okay.
Lanera, I'd like to show you something.
Carmen's wandering over near the map. Take a closer look.
I don't know.
Fascinating her little thing.
I picked something up before and I threw it away, and the strangest thing happened. Let me show you. Take the bullet, and I whistle, and I throw it, and all of a sudden you see a flash, and 2 more appear that strike the wall.
Are you working with Kaman?
I don't know. It came this all of a sudden. Do you remember when I shook that hand in the hallway of hands?
Oh, yeah.
The vision I had were of these arrows filling the sky, as I told you. But the thing is, at first it only seemed like dozens. And then all of a sudden, the sky was dark with them. And the person whose eyes I was seeing it from was only spared because his men shielded him. And after that, there was something buzzing in my brain. And I was thinking about that image, and all of a sudden, I picked up a pebble before it and tossed it, and there were 3 that were flying away.
Is it a spell or is it a
Spell.
Okay, yeah, I was making sure.
Spend the mana point.
Yeah.
Since you did
Oh,
it.
no.
That's why I was confused for a second.
I was starting to take that before. And, sidetrack.
I mean, I didn't watch with the site, but I think you're working with the Winds of Kaman, which is metal, and if I'm going to guess, it's something that comes natural, considering you've been tinkering your daggers, your music boxes. So when you are, if this is something that's happening without you noticing, you might want to focus in on and try and be aware of it, because you are using the winds, which means you of course have the same risks that even my magic has.
What I was thinking about using it was as with my pistols, because if they used this with those arrows,
with ammunition one way or another,
and if it issues out of the pistol, would it still look as if I'm harnessing it, or if it might be my pistol that's harnessing?
I mean, I am pretty sure the average villager still looks at most pistols with a face, because it's not necessarily.
No.
How common is it?
Firearms are actually rather common.
Okay, so
They're
shooting
still
3
scary.
bullets. Would they assume it's normal?
You're in. They see a gun firing like that, they might assume it's some kind of grape shot.
Okay, like your duck foot.
Right.
Well, the duckfoot fires from different barrels. Grape shot is just a whole bunch of BBs loaded up into a single barrel and then jammed in. Usually, the bullets are half the size of the barrel, and you get like 3 or 4 in there.
I mean, I highly doubt it's going to be as showy as some of the other things you've done. So I think you could probably pass it off in town.
I definitely want to work on it a bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. But maybe we should work on finding
When we get back in town. Yeah, let's
Yes.
get back to town.
Oh, I know that for a fact, but I thought it would be important to point it out to you.
Yeah, there's no remnants of the amulet that's shattered or anything.
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Well, make a perception test.
15.
18.
17.
Okay. You guys can see that there are the silver slivers punched into the wall. There's some in the floor. Thankfully, they all avoided your bodies as you were thrown backwards. But that's about all you can find of it. I mean, this is what you see of them.
Yeah.
If you wish to go investigate them further, let me know.
I'm gonna use Divine Sense to see if there's still any lingering chaotic energy.
Oh yeah, everywhere,
Oh.
everywhere. It's like you're that scene in Alien when they turn on the motion tracker.
Oh.
They're in the walls, man. Like
Don't touch them. Don't touch them.
Well, okay, so I wasn't going to go finger shrapnel from the walls, I assure you, but thank you. Is it still active?
I mean, maybe we should neutralize it.
I mean, the thing blew up and it's not, and that wasn't enough to completely dispel it, so unless you've also woken up with a new skill that I don't know about.
No, I mean, if you have some of that holy water left over that I blessed.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I don't
Or I
use
could
all
just
of it.
make more. I mean, time's standing still, right?
I mean, that's a good question. Do we want to start going up? There's no way we can go further down, it looks like.
I would feel more comfortable if we neutralized this before we moved on. I could always make you more later, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she kind of runs through her bag and produces.
So using the Divine Sense as her guide, she's going to find each sliver, say a little prayer to Sigmar, and pour some holy water on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you do so, you notice that when you do that, pink smoke curls up.
Do they see it?
Yeah, you see it. Everyone sees it.
I'd like to talk about the incredible gamble we risked by incorporating that into our fight. I mean, use all the
Desperate
tools.
times. I mean, I thought we lost you for a second.
It was such an immense display. Not that I would have perhaps enjoyed it.
It's
There's no way to. I understand that we were in a horrible position, but even looking at those artifacts, the Hekarans were on the edge, the pinnacle of discovering magic's humans. When they were human, before necromancy had even touched them, discovering things that mayflies hadn't even thought about. You have to at least appreciate.
You really have to say mayflies.
Don't take it derogatorily, it's a descriptor.
Well, now that I know a little bit about your past, I find it interesting that you will use that descriptor for me, when I wouldn't dare do the same to you.
It just describes your lifespan. How old do you live for?
How would you feel being related to an insect?
Are there any insects that live for hundreds of years?
No, but are there any insects that live as long as humans?
Yeah. Actually.
Do
Very
tell.
weird conversation.
Do tell.
What she means?
Which
What
insects?
she means?
No. Which insects?
Do I need to roll intelligence?
I'm calling bullshit.
To be fair, in the real world, there are insects that live.
In the real
Yes.
world.
Go ahead.
Okay.
But we're not in the real
Okay,
world.
that's fair. All right. So 4, 7. It roll. All right. So it's 7 plus 7.
14?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Sorry, but it hit a 20, then hit my makeup thing and fell over and turned into a 7.
Well, blame your makeup
It
now.
knew what it needed
Yeah.
to do. Your vanity will be your downfall.
Cicada.
How old do they live to be?
They go through breeding cycles where they gestate and they are larvae and they transform over the course of 15 to 20 years.
It's slow.
And by comparison, a mayfly which can live for all of hours.
I would prefer if you referred to me as that then.
You want cicada?
Yes.
Okay, I will endeavor to try and adjust my vocabulary.
I appreciate your effort.
You're welcome, cicada.
This is how we bond.
Okay.
Now that we've got our insects out of the way, let's see if we can find a way to get home now.
They said
Well,
that the...
you were still doing your prayers and throwing water on them.
Yeah.
I feel like you've come to the last one. You begin your prayers. And then you hear something strange. It sounds like distant laughing.
Does it sound familiar?
And is it only
Not
her?
at all.
We all hear the laughter?
Yeah, but it
Okay.
doesn't sound far away. It's distant in another sense.
Oh, my favorite thing in the world, being a joke.
I pour more on it.
Good measure.
Sigmar be praised.
As you do so, you hear, oh, that feels fantastic.
Pour more.
Oh, good.
Pour the whole bottle.
The pink smoke rises up and the silver dissolves. And you hear, it sounds like bones cracking in the center of the room.
Look to the
There's-
center of the room.
Turning to look towards the room, away from
In the
Harmon.
center of the burial chamber, where you had just finished pouring holy water on these shards of chaos artifact, you see a pair of figures just stretching and moving, and you notice their silhouettes are lithe and would be enviable at any bordello, except for their one right arm and one left arm. They come to sharp kind of points with one singular opening pincer claw. They both stretch and move, and one says, "Oh, sister, brother, how long has it been?" The other, "I don't know, brother, sister. Oh, but it's good to be out. Who do we have to thank?"
What did I do?
And they
think you
slowly
released
come into
Dargo.
view. Their skin is a pale white and mottled purple. They are of beautiful, indeterminate androgyny.
That's how I endeavor to be described one day.
Both have a single voluptuous breast and a smooth male side, mirroring the other. Completely just undulating in rather sensual ways and caressing each other as they stretch and move. You notice that what you thought they were wearing, very taut, beautiful leather high heels, is just a pointed toe with a bone spur coming straight out of the heel into the ground, and a point that you would not stand on, almost as a ballerina would stand, but with this stabbing dagger of bone that goes straight into the floor. They are completely nude.
You're gonna cover Nill's side. Don't look at them.
And
What's the matter, sir?
They'll corrupt your mind.
and they start looking around. Oh. Which one of you did this? We need to thank you.
What are they? Would Lynira know that these are
Make
Slaanesh?
an Arcana check.
Okay. Or
These are canon. I did not make these things up.
17?
Oh yeah, they're
I'm glad
Slaaneshi
I
Daemonettes.
Yeah.
I'm glad I thought to do the thing so they could come out and play. What does that mean?
Slaaneshi. Oh.
Wait, I thought the amulet was made by.
They were inside of it.
One of them
Hello.
one of them throws an arm around the other's neck and kind of places their hand as just a pillow on the other shoulder and says, this one's clever. Maybe she's the one that let us out, sister brother.
Oh no. You were trapped in the amulet.
The other one just kind of rolls their neck. Yes, that. Oh, that was our home for a period of time.
By choice?
Would you choose to live inside a small one-bedroom apartment for the rest of your life if you had the choice?
I don't know if you want the answer to that.
No contact with anything.
A fair point. Well, our friend here is the one that let you out, but who put you in?
No, we never had a conversation with the fool. He said his incantations, and he made his words, and somehow he found out our names, and then, lo and behold, we're stuck in a tenement slum for a millennia and a half. So, you let us out.
I let you out. I neutralized the remains of the artifacts.
With a flourish of the wrist and what looks like a simple act of legerdemain, they conjure up what looks like, well, looks like a large D8. Faceless, numerically speaking. But on each side has a wonderful little symbol and some gear work and some little, what look like dials and switches. Like, we would love to offer you whatever you pleasure. And start extending it forward to you as it starts to lift off their hand and floats gently in your direction. What would you like to do?
Detect magic?
Okay.
Oh man, I'm gonna be rolling, aren't I? Okay.
Yeah, roll corruption.
Yeah. She had to know, man. I'm
Stare
sorry.
into the abyss. The abyss stares back.
I don't know what
I get
Looks-
advantage though.
I was
now.
just trying to fix things.
You get advantage if you're
Yeah.
wearing.
I
since
created
you're
more
wearing it.
problems. Nice.
19 plus 4.
You can roll it again to see
Yeah,
if
so
you
you
get
get
the
the
20.
natural 20. What the hell?
Yeah, okay.
No.
Do-
Wow,
you
you're
don't.
rolling well though.
You don't receive the corruption,
Okay. What horrors do I see?
but
Please
you
describe.
feel.
Freaking.
Around your brain, you feel both the gentlest caress of a lover's hand, as if it were covered in needles, as it scrapes and digs into your mind.
Not my ear.
Okay,
Not my
I'm
gentle
sorry,
ear.
I'm sorry.
Pain,
They're indiscriminate.
pain, and pleasure mix in a cacophony of sensation, almost overloading your senses as you see nothing but swirling, pure, unadulterated chaos exuding from this floating
It's like diamond-esque.
diamond, yeah. Diamond object.
Luna averts her eyes and just kind of puts her hand in the bag to kind of touch along the bell, and is like, I wouldn't touch that.
No, thank you. You're welcome.
It stops in midair right in front of your face. And they turn to their sibling. Sister, brother, this one doesn't want to play, and gestures, and it comes back to their hand.
They might be able to help us out, though. We used an amulet but to get home to the Empire.
I do have a question.
Ask.
We were transported here through no intention of our own, and we would really just like to get home.
No, not home,
Well.
to Axel's place. Axel's hometown is where we wanted to be.
Axel's hometown.
No, I'm sorry, hold on!
Time out, I need to...
Okay.
Rurhoff?
Okay, I got it.
Kill me.
Rorhoff, was it?
Oh, it's alright. Just on clip. Rurhoff.
Rorhoff.
At the edge of the Drockfalls.
And Bran goes catatonic for some reason.
The magics are too much.
He's just staring. Slack-jawed.
Awkward boner question?
I wish those needle fingers were touching my brain right now.
Questioning erections all over the place.
Questioning
And
directions
they
in every direction.
say-
Ha ha!
Well, I don't know, sister, brother. Should we let them in on it? Oh, brother, sister, I don't know. Why not? We owe them one, and they can owe us one back, and we can scratch backs back and forth. I like it. Let them know. The other one kind of just slinks off the other one and starts flowing in your direction, looking almost like a sexual interpretive dancer. She says, they say, we've had nothing to do with any of that. We just knew that we were made to stop these little creatures. But you've let us out, and we owe you one, and if you wish, we put our mark on you, and you can get in touch with us whenever you want to help you out.
I do not want to be marked.
And you can see
But I would
they-
not help.
they
I will not
hold
let Nils be marked.
they hold up their hand, and in the center you see a sigil that you recognize from the amulet. It's burned into their hand. It's a circle with a stem imitating the gender symbols, but it has a cross and a crescent moon at the end. Thorned and purple and glowing in the burned flesh in their hand. If you don't want it, we can gift it to another. The hand starts wandering over to Lynira.
I put my hand up in front of everyone and take steps back.
We could use.
We're not doing that.
So you want to die in a desert?
before letting any of us be marked by chaos, yes. What are you thinking?
What did I miss? I'm sorry. I'm trying. I was
eyes
trying,
up here.
I was trying to select a possible outcome.
One of them, they walked forward in this like slinky, really like a sexual interpretive dancer, as they answered the question of if they were part of the thing that brought you to this place, and they're not, but they're willing to mark you so that if you need help and you want to get in touch, they can always be right there to help. And now they're offering the mark.
The brand.
Would you be able? You're offering help at a later date. We could use it now. Would you be able to bring us to Ruhoff? Ruhoff.
Would they even know where it is? They were imprisoned a millennia ago.
I'm sure they have a lot of secrets.
They turn around. Sister, brother. They're not fun.
I'll take the mark if they could bring us to Ruhoff.
No.
Turns around and just slumps, just arms down towards the ground.
I have a feeling we're going to get a temper tantrum.
We don't translocate. It's the purview of those ridiculous, silly madmen. We know what we want, and we want to share it. With it comes power and secrets and anything your heart could desire. And
Don't listen to them.
their eyes slowly move towards Brand.
Because I've got the most corruption points?
Also because of what your affiliation is.
Renald?
No. They look at you and... You're a creature of desires, pleasure, and wants, and needs. Maybe you would like our favor. We can help you get whatever it is you want. Do you want money? Do you want fame? Do you want to know secrets that you might make the most beautiful musics ever heard? We could teach you the words, all of them. We could make such beautiful music. And I need you to make a wisdom check. Since you have detect magic going,
Yes.
you see a subtle spark of activity. Make an Arcana check.
I'm moving my makeup thing. I got like a 6.
You have no idea what it was, but you just saw a
natural
flash
20
of music.
We were doing eyes, Carmen and I.
You feel the grips of their unnatural charm wash over you. The offer still stands. As they look a little, you see their eyes just kind of narrow for a second, seeing you resist.
Necklace of ceremonies. Do you think? Information about necklace of ceremonies.
It does seem like something they would know about.
Secrets. we were here looking for a book about the Lamians, but would you know anything about
The
a necklace
one-
of ceremonies?
The one that is in
Unyielding.
front of Brand seems to be rather focused on Brand. The other
Unyielding
one steps
loyalty.
forward and starts walking towards you, sauntering. While, sister brother talks. So this one, I can entertain you. You wish to strike an accord, so you might learn your little questions.
Is he just like standing there like...
They're in a battle of minds. Like, you can see waves flowing back and forth, mostly emanating from the demonette standing in front of Bran. And you can see them kind of washing over him, but not actually touching him. Just kind of going around and over him for the time being.
Her just blacked out eyes kind of float back over. You owe my friend quite a debt, but that would be repaid if maybe we had usable, actionable information about the necklace of unyielding loyalty.
Oh. You see, for us to exchange such things, we don't like just talking. We prefer more intimate forms of communication. If you wish to know things, you can know them, but you'll know them through a caress, through a bite.
I don't think I'm interested in playing.
Are you using Dissonant Whispers?
Dissonant Whispers at level 4 slot.
Oh.
That'll be 6d6 of psychic damage.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't feel good. This is not how you
She has
negotiate.
to make a.
What's
it has to make-
there?
They have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
This is not how we negotiate.
Oh, that's a 19, so they're gonna make you
Apparently
that
it is.
save DC.
God.
Okay, so that is.
He just wants to play with his new toys.
I couldn't resist a game.
22, so 11 psychic points.
Okay.
Hey.
And I just smile.
They look at you. And a smile stretches and stretches. And you've heard the term a smile from ear to ear.
Yeah.
But now you actually get to see it really fucking happen as it unhinges and displays row upon row of dagger teeth extending from ear to ear as if their head were on a goddamn hinge. And then it turns, side-eyeing their sibling. This one wants to play.
He wants to get intimate with him.
This will be so ecstatic, exhilarating. Come play with me. And they dive for you. Everyone roll initiative.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you later
Yup.
if you're not dead.
Yup.
With my -1 strength, we're gonna
I'm
have a
very
fist fight.
I am very surprised.
Oh, I'm so frustrated.
I am very surprised that the Wow. I'll explain later. I'm very surprised by your choices right now.
Oh my god.
I don't make good choices.
I need to.
This is the world's bravest.
No. You don't know what I'm thinking right now. I have a very different opinion of all that's transpiring right now.
Well, I did have his eyes covered, so that makes sense. I rolled a 1 for Nils, but really it's a 0.
Oh, no.
For me,
You did cover his eyes.
I did cover his eyes. I didn't want him to be corrupted.
Okay.
16.
All right.
Get
From
rid of these extra dice.
20 down.
I have a 16.
16 for Brand and for
16.
Carmen. All right. Between the two of you, highest dex.
He would have the highest eggs.
I have a 16.
I have an 11. Alright, let me organize my chippies.
I forgot to load up my ring.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have no more holy water left. It's so sad.
15 to 10.
I'm sorry.
Don't look at me like that.
10 and below.
8. Nils has a 0.
Boy.
He's a dead boy.
Boy who loves Sigma.
I hate you all.
Oh my god. That was too natural. Stop it.
We're bonding.
Listen, we've seen enough bonding today.
Stop it.
Come
You're not
play
supposed
with
to.
us.
Supposed to be bonding with the
We can speak.
Slanesh demons. And
Ooh,
then
Son.
Oh my god.
We're gonna summon Mothra in about
Nils.
5 seconds.
That's the little shit's name. You guys have been distracting me so hard. I've got Nils' name.
Oh my god, how dare!
All right. Brand
Nils!
as.
Ghoulie is offended.
I'm offended.
All right. I have to entertain my cat. But go ahead. Brand may react as leaving the floor, the demonette flies in your direction. Oh, come on. Stream kit.
Yay! It is a good stream now.
It is cute.
I received blessings before with
No.
kitty kisses.
Ow.
Yeah.
I was getting kitty kisses on the leg.
Yes.
God damn it. Kiddo. Fucking chill. Go away for 2 days and she acts like you fucking died and
Yeah.
resurrected.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All the
Alright.
cats are like that right now.
Alright. Reaction meaning I can get a shot off?
No, you have your full turn.
Oh, okay.
Meaning you have time to fully react. It's not like you're in the middle of their action.
Okay. Reach around. Duckfoot!
Okay. That's a 15-foot cone.
Yes, and it is a...
Dex save.
Yes, a DC 14.
That's a save.
Alright, well they take,
No. You either do full damage or no damage because it's just a couple of bullets.
Okay.
The shots. You hear the clap of the duckfoot pistol firing, and the smoke. But the form of the demonette flickers for a second, and it continues to advance.
Bitch is blinking.
Do you have any other actions for the rest of the turn?
I'll use my bonus action to take out the repeater.
Okay.
And use my other attack to shoot.
All right. I'll say drawing the pair of pistols would be your full action. Now, are you saying that you? Okay, so you're firing both weapons. Are you saying you fired the duckfoot with your main hand and the repeater with your offhand? Because if you're firing the repeater with your offhand, it's going to be no dex bonus.
No, I would have fired it off with the. I would have fired the offhand with the duck foot
Okay. So.
because I don't have to be as sure.
Okay.
You can ask for
Full shot.
Shoot it with it.
plans.
You can't offer secrets. I'm just like, I have so many things I'd like to know.
I know.
You're also.
Total of 9.
That's a miss.
And you go into dice jail.
The 2 pistols clear their holsters and unload into the air, finding no purchase in their targets and embedding themselves into the wall behind. Carmen's turn.
She sees them. I guess we're all standing next to each other.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You're kind of in a fan, I would say.
We were probably closer to the wall because we were looking, and then Lear turned around to the center of the room because you were putting the holy water on the amulet.
Yeah.
You guys are close enough to each other that I would say that like you're within.
We've got your advantage.
You're in a
too.
line, essentially,
Okay.
within 10 feet of each other.
Oh, so I would have made that. I would have had another +2 then to that saving throw before.
Should have asked about it.
Yeah, but you made the saving throw.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, do you want me to keep reminding you? I'll be parrot.
Okay.
+2.
I actually like parrots, so
Okay.
please do.
Alright, so she's gonna move forward now to try and get in the way of...
Okay, you're engaging the one that's charging.
Yeah.
All right. That's not too much. It's basically a like a 5-foot step forward.
Are they close enough to each other that my axe...
Hold on 1 second, Squire. I need you to turn off the old alarm that's going off so it doesn't intrude
Yeah, the
too
adjutant
much.
is reminding him to take his medicine.
I need to take my meds. Adjutant is informing me.
Oh, I lied. I'm sorry. I don't need anyone. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. Hey,
Good
but,
job.
Hey, but we love you.
We love you!
Hammer time.
We love
I
you! We love you! Okay.
Okay.
You're
Thank you,
appreciated.
So are the 2 creatures within range that my nature's grasp on the axe would hit them both?
Let's see. What's the AoE of it?
Let's see. It doesn't say. I'll look it up.
Oh, Nature's Wrath?
And it's Entangle. I
Oh,
forgot
oh,
the name of it.
yeah. You need to look up Entangle.
Or is Nature's Wrath a wider?
Nature's Wrath is basically your paladin thing that gives you
yeah.
Entangling Strike.
I didn't. Okay.
I think.
I thought it was an AoE, but you might be right.
Unless you're using the great
Entangle?
Well, no, it's not an AoE, but it's not a weapon
a
hit.
range of 90 feet.
Nature's Wrath.
It's a
No, I wanted to use the Entangle on the axe, though.
And the Entangle on the axe,
Yeah.
okay.
It's a 20-foot square starting from a
20-foot
point
square.
within range
Yeah,
of
you,
90 feet.
You could get them in it, but you would be in it as well as half the party. And you would be on the edges of it. Although you are unaffected by your own Entangle, I believe.
Can I push him out of the way?
You would have to use your action to shove.
Oh. I guess so. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, no, it doesn't say anything about that or shaping. Wait a minute. Oh,
There's no shaping. Unless you have some kind of ability that says you can shape the spell. Like evokers.
Well, that's what I wanted to see if it was what kind of spell it was.
No, the paladin doesn't have that, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. I believe this is.
It's also coming from the axe, so it acts a specific way.
You know what? You wouldn't be hit, though.
No. Lanira
But
and...
he would. I would be on the edge of it, and if I'm in between, would he be hit? Well, she's gonna use it anyway.
Okay.
Oh, this is a day,
I have to
guys.
make a strength save?
Everybody makes
No,
saves.
It's a strength save.
It's a DC 16.
On strength.
I think it's Dex.
It said strength on the entanglement.
Oh, it did?
Yep.
Okay. Good luck.
I have a
luck.
9 strength.
Let's see
Well, you know what? You
let's
shouldn't
see
have
what
done
sister
that.
brother and
Yeah,
brother
you
sister
started
do.
this.
This is now
entire
the
mess.
second time
Guys.
you've done this.
Too much shouting over each other. All right, one of them definitely fails. The other dances out of the way.
It's okay. It's just bondage. It's all right.
It's fine. I have plans.
The one jumping at the one preoccupied wasn't paying enough attention and is grasped by the roots.
And I rolled a 17.
Okay.
Good job.
That got you out of it. You feel the tremble of the roots underneath the ground as they start to writhe and push through the stone and masonry. And you're able to take like a little bit of a scooch back, getting just out of the range of the entangling vines that erupt from the ground and start to wrap around the feet of the demonette in front of you. The other one sidesteps out of the way, sliding just to the outside of Lanira. This entangle doesn't do damage, right? It just restrains.
Immobilizes them.
It
Yeah.
specifically says immobilize.
Oh, no, I just
Use the word.
that was my word. Sorry, I didn't know it had a meaning.
I gotcha. That was your adjective.
Is that my book or where did
This is your book.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no. It's a state of being verb. And we're gonna get into fucking.
Concentration up to 1 minute. For the duration, these creature in the area or be restrained by the entangling plant till the spell's end. A creature restrained by the plant can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC.
So they're
On a
restrained
success, it
unless
frees
they.
itself.
Yeah,
Okay.
it makes them
If
dump
someone
action.
That's
walks
the only
into
thing that it
that,
can do.
They have to start doing shit.
no, I meant like if someone
That's
else
the only
walks
thing they
into
can
it
do.
after it's erupted, will they
Yes,
be?
they still
okay,
get
cool.
entangled. They're writhing
It's
vines
persistent.
that are persistent. Restrained means that they cannot move, cannot benefit from any bonuses to speed. They attack rolls against the creature have advantage. The creature attack rolls that they make have disadvantage, and the creature has disadvantage on all dex saving throws.
And its only action can be trying to free itself.
No, it can use its other actions. It's not completely like stopped. It's restrained. It's not like petrified or paralyzed. If it can do a ranged action, it could like cast a spell. It could do a whole bunch of stuff. But if it wants to free itself, it has to spend its action tearing the vines off of its body.
So now as Carmen is advancing into the vines, she's going to use Branding Smite, which is, I use it on the weapon, and then the next time I hit with the weapon, I do more damage, so
That's
using that.
Yep.
Bonus action, right?
Yeah, it's a bonus action, so I'm just getting it ready for later.
And you're allowed to use that because the entangle is a weapon effect.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Right, it comes through your weapon. Very nice.
Yes.
Halfway through jumping, it's just ooh. Points. You? I'm gonna deal with you later. You come here, and its clawed arm comes out and keeps going as it has a 10-foot reach now,
Try
and
to
it
block.
snips at your throat.
I try to block with my
Snips-
reaction.
Snips at your throat twice.
I try.
16.
I try.
Your DC is a 16?
My armor class is 16.
Well, difficulty class to hit you would be your armor class.
I'm attempting to impose disadvantage.
Can't tell if he needs it.
I don't know.
He made eyebrows.
You weren't within 5 feet of him though.
I thought I imposed between.
Oh, wait.
That's what I wanted to do.
You
Like
need
I
to
wanted
be
to
near-
be between. Unless it's the other one attacking.
Because they were diving, like the way it was.
Can
is
we like give them like arbitrary labels? Because I'm just confused.
One's brother sister, the other sister brother.
Oh my god.
It's easy. They're
It's
Thing
easy.
1 and thing 2.
Righty and lefty.
no,
Okay.
it's brother,
Because
sister,
they
and
have-
sister, brother.
Wait, so which
'Cause
one
they
do
have-
I have entangled?
Brother sister
Okay, and the one attacking him.
is brother sister.
Okay.
Same one.
But he
Okay.
doesn't need to move because his arm is just
Okay.
fucking
Their arm is just
Alright.
super fucking
Stretch Armstrong.
yeah. To impart your bonus,
Yeah.
you have to be within range, not of the enemy, but of the person you're protecting.
Okay.
So you are 10 feet away from Brand.
Good luck.
I thought we were right next to each other.
I started moving into
You
attack.
guys were in a line. When you said you
Yeah.
were moving into attack.
Yeah, that's when I moved out of range of
Okay, you didn't say specifically you were getting in between the two of them. I thought you were just moving to attack them. So you're right next to them right now.
Yeah.
But they're ignoring you because they have full reach.
Well, my
To
aim
attack.
was to get in the way between the two, and then I went into attack.
From now on, be clearer. Say specifically you want to get literally in the middle, because you just said I want to move in to
I thought
attack.
I did. It's okay. It's
I didn't get
fine.
the impression. I'm
Good
sorry.
luck.
Listen, you made this fucking mess.
Yeah.
Well, one was a miss. The other was a 20. So that is 2d8 plus 4.
Hope it has fun, because that arm is coming
12.
off next turn.
12 damage as the first snip gets real fucking close. That whole backup maneuver you did got you just out of range, but then they readjust and the pincer hooks into the collarbone and drags across, making a nice deep gash across your chest. The other one takes 2 steps forward in a very non-combative kind of stance. Just leans forward and says, "You're a long way from home, Druki." And cast Dissonant Whispers at level 3.
I am triggered. I'm fucking looking at you. I am going to -1 strength beat your ass later.
That's 3d6 on Dissonant Whispers at level 3, right? Or is it more than that?
I
do-
don't
no, you're
think
what,
you're within
Dissonant
10
Whispers?
feet of me.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dissonant
what
Whispers.
okay, not Vicious Mockery. No, Dissonant Whispers, if you're doing it at level 3,
Yeah.
that's actually 5d6.
Oh!
It's 1d6 for every level above, for every level above
1?
So
Oh, yeah, you're familiar with that, huh?
Quite
that's what I just did to
familiar.
her.
Well, make your
Or
wisdom
him.
save.
Him, her.
Them.
Them.
She's not within 10 feet of me, is she?
Well, it's within
that-
10 feet. Yes.
Okay, so then it
You get the
is-
+2.
I get a
No,
plus-
she gets resistance to damage from spells.
Oh, you leveled.
Oh, right, because of your
Yeah.
level.
Yes.
Oh, you have to remind me of that, Parrot, because I'm gonna forget.
Okay, I'll remind. And the +2 as well. Wait, what is the range of that?
I think
That's also
a
10 feet. +2.
So I have
you
a
have a
plus
10
+6 to my
foot-
wisdom save.
You have a 10-foot. You're an Oradin,
Oh,
essentially, is the joke.
All right, so either 22 or, because I have advantage, 23.
All right, you save.
I still take.
So this is half damage, and then you resist half the damage.
Okay.
So a fourth, I think.
So you only take a quarter of this damage.
Yeah.
18 damage is what I rolled. Cut in half is 9. Cut in half again. You take all of 4 damage from level 3 Dissonant Whispers.
So you round down.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just curious.
That's up there with 8 points of healing from a level 3 cure.
You're welcome.
You can feel the shadow magic, the gray winds start to kind of flow from their lips and travel into your ears. But Carmen's presence inures the magic. The magic actually starts to unweave in the air.
Do I get to see that?
Yeah. You have your magic
Yeah.
eyes still on. You get to see the wind. You see the
very
shadow
distracting.
magic going into the air, and then it's like they come into contact with some kind of buffeted whirlwind that comes out of Carmen just standing there.
Ain't no big deal. I got you.
It is Lanier's turn now.
I
I might have accepted that compact, but I don't think I care for that at all. I'm more of a top myself. So she's going to... that's
unsurprising.
burn 4 mana. Storm Spear.
Okay.
I don't have a fancy descriptor yet. I literally just pulled it out this
What's the
morning.
effects of Storm Sphere?
20-foot radius sphere of whirling air springs into existence, centered on a point you choose within range. The sphere remains for the spell's duration, and each creature in sphere, when it appears or at the end of its turn, they must succeed on the strength saving throw or take 2d6 bludgeoning damage. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your turns to cause a bolt of lightning to leap. Blah 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 blah.
Okay.
That's
So
fair.
where are you centering it between the two of them?
Can I get an overlap on the one that's entangled? Because it's 20 foot.
Yeah.
Sister brother and brother sister.
Yeah. They're
and-
within 20 feet of each other.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and center it so that it
Between
overlaps
them,
on the
so
two
they're
of them.
if they're 20 feet apart, you center it so that they're 10 feet from
Yeah.
the center.
And it's an evocation, so it's gonna
Avoid all of them.
yes.
Okay. Linear is shaking off the attempt at psychic assault, reels back, graces a hand across the focus at the end of her staff, and cracks it into the stone, and a bolt of lightning flies from the tip of the staff, the dagger in the staff, to a point in the center of this entire little melee. Where that hits, a small ball of light sits for all but an instant until it starts to spin and swirl, and a localized hurricane of magic starts to form around all of you, encompassing you all, and you can see hailstones the size of fists flying throughout, one of them coming straight for your face, Carmen, and then it just kind of swooshes around you, knowing where its path should be. Same happening for any coming into contact with possibly Nils or Brand. The other two, though,
Not so lucky.
not so lucky, as they start being pelted by
Fist-sized hailstones.
fist-sized hailstones. What's the save?
It is a strength.
Strength,
Oh, yeah,
strength save?
yeah, strength saving throw.
You know, so they can catch the
Well, that's a pair of
hailstones.
fives, so go ahead.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do I add my attack
Unless it
bonus?
says you add it, you
Okay.
don't. Attack bonus is added to hits, not
I'm
to
just
do
double
damage.
checking because I've forgotten it. You know.
It's persistent.
So you did 10 damage
Oh
to
my
each of them?
God.
I really was considering.
Sister, brother. Brother, sister.
I thought brother sister would be more damaged.
No, sister, brother's the one that jumped you. Brother, sister's the one that's attacking. I know it's confusing, but I kind of
you
wanted
said,
it that
no,
way.
It
you
makes
said
sense.
you said it was brother sister attacking me because I said, oh,
And
it's
I
BS.
said I was attacking brother sister, the entangled one.
All
You
right,
said
then
brother
we-
sisters in the roots.
All right, then it's the other way around. Fine.
Okay.
The
I just-
one attacking
Okay.
attacking Brand.
I just want to make sure I'm attacking the right one.
Yes,
that's taking the
it's
most damage.
impossible for you to attack anybody else in the way you were attacking them.
Okay.
The more damaged one is in front of Brand.
This is a real mind fuck, just as they
Okay.
would want.
No.
Oh,
And that's Lineara's full turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, she's gonna try and like maneuver a little further away from the guy, a little
Out
closer.
of that range? All right.
Closer to
That's going to be a...
Carmen.
Are you actually moving, or are you just implying that you're kind of leaning in that direction?
No, she's just gonna kind of swivel a little closer
Shimmy
to
egg.
Carmen.
All right, you're
Because he was
put-
up in my face.
You're pivoting on
Yes.
in your spot. That's not...
Yeah, no,
because
I'm
if
not
you were
running away.
moving to get like literally right next to Carmen, that's an attack of opportunity moment. Nils, what is this poor child who's been staring at
Kermit's hand.
body parts.
As Carmen's like wading through the vines to get to him, axe in hand, she looks back at Nil. She's like, "Go after the other one. Use your faith." And I'm gonna have him, as he's doing this, use divine favor to go after. Was it sister brother?
Yeah.
Sister brother came
Sister
for me.
brother.
Brother sister came for Hildebrand.
Okay.
So that one. So he's using this, which is a bonus action. And it gives him an extra 1d4 damage on a hit.
And he could do his 2 hits, right?
Yes.
Is that a bonus?
It's a bonus.
Yeah.
Ah,
And
then you
it's-
can only attack once
Oh,
this
okay.
turn because
Okay, that's fine.
that feature is every other hit. By the
Okay.
way, his channel divinity is improved. He can now gift the war god's blessing
Which
to
is
another.
the-
After they've swung, he can give
A
plus 10.
He could do it to me too,
He's like-
by the way.
He's the best. I love him. I love him.
All right.
We're gonna get him some platinum rings. I have this spell.
Snills
Here, read that.
strides forward and
Where Lornock goes.
He's
"Oh,
going
swings honors gift.
Yes. With his divine favor. And he rolls a 5 plus 5, 10. He rolls a 10. But he can use his thing for the plus 10, no?
Yes, if you want, you can do that.
Yeah.
He only gets 2 channel divinities per short rest, though. Remember.
Yeah. Okay. He's gonna add the 10.
All right. So it's now
It's a
a 20 that will hit.
Okay, now he's. Don't fuck this up, Nils.
Stares at Kevin.
There's a grinning, smirking
Don't
squire
fuck
in the
this up.
corner.
Do you want me to roll radiant like
Don't
separately?
fuck
Does it matter?
this
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Well, oh no, if you just have the dice that can tell them apart,
Okay.
then yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll
It's-
tell you separately. All right. So physical, it is 13 physical, and then magical is 4. Radiance. I
And
should
this is
say,
against
4.
Sister Brother.
Yes.
So it's 13
Physical.
physical. How much radiant?
4 radiant. I'm not adding the weapon bonus. It's just separate damage, right? Yeah, it's just 4.
All right.
Ooh, that height.
How much did that do? Were you paying attention? Let me have him spend the mana.
Sorry, adjusting my microphone here. Sorry for
Oh,
that
my
sound.
My
Make sure he has all of
It is
his.
Bran's turn.
Okay. So, I will release.
The Kraken.
I'll release the repeater on its cable, and I will brandish Moonsong.
Moonsong. Okay. Blade lights in the air. Give him a pair of +2s, and he's still pulling out the +1. Go ahead.
I'm not attuned to them yet.
Yeah, you
we
are.
are. We had the sit
Oh, we
down.
I gave you a short rest.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well, if you want to swap it,
The
I-
time is now.
All right, then I'll do it. I'll
pull out the pair of Kopesh. They seem to be a little bit. They were made for somebody a hair taller than you,
That's
but
what I
they're
was
not
wondering.
unwieldy. They're light though.
right.
They're very light and very nimble in your hands. All right,
And I
so
can dual wield. Yay.
yes, because they are light, you get to make that bonus action attack, and because the only difference is that when you attack with the offhand, it is no dex bonus on the to hit roll.
Okay.
It's just your proficiency. So your first 2 attacks are with the main hand.
Right. And that will be a. Let's see. I use my dexterity, so that's 18 plus my. So that would be a total of 17.
That'll
no, wait,
hit.
no. 19. I'm sorry, 19.
That still hits.
Okay. And the second hit will be a 16?
That's a miss. That's the right hand.
Right.
Now your offhand attack. Let's see if that one...
That's a natural 20.
That'll definitely hit. Okay, so because you hit with both in this turn, the main hand attack does 1d6 plus dexterity physical damage. No, 1d6. By the way, were you adding the +2 to those to hit rolls?
Yes, for my proficiency.
No, your proficiency bonus. The weapon is a +2.
Oh, no, I wasn't.
So you actually hit all 3 times.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that. They're
That's
brand
fine.
new. I forgot to put them in there.
So your first attack is doing 1d6 plus 2 plus your dex bonus.
Oh shit.
Okay, so that would be 5.
The
that would
thing is doing
that
the
would
thing.
Be,
I'm
8,
offended but impressed.
8 points for the first one.
Plus 3d6 necrotic damage.
Oh, crap.
Yep.
It does necrotic damage, but it's not necromancy.
So it was 8 plus...
Looks the same.
Another 9.
No, it doesn't.
Slippery
another
slope,
9
it
points.
doesn't.
Another 9
Slippery
points.
slope.
So grand total for the first attack is 17.
17.
No. She would not know.
Okay.
So the second attack does 2d6, but
I'm just going to write this shit down and then add it up afterwards. So 17 for the first blade as you hear screams of souls in the distance. Just kind of
Good
subtly.
job.
all right. So now the damage again is 1d6.
It's a d6 plus 2 plus your dex
Okay.
bonus.
Okay, so that would be a 6.
Grand total?
Yeah, for that one.
What's your dex bonus?
3. I rolled a 1
Oh, okay. I
on the damage.
was about to say, is that mathematically possible? All right, and now the offhand attack gets the blessing as well. It gets to activate its 3d6 damage. So this is, but this is also
A critical.
a critical, so it's 2d6
It's 2D
plus 2 plus your
Okay, so
dex bonus.
okay, that will be 5 plus 5, so that's 10 plus 3d6
Plus 3d6
necrotic.
necrotic.
Now, that is not double,
That is not double.
Good to see you cleaning up your mess.
and that will be another 9 points.
That was a
How
hell of a lot
much
of
damage did he deal?
Jesus. All right.
It felt like a
so
lot.
Well,
It
I
might
did
have just been a lot of
19 with
steps.
the I did 19 with the first hit.
You did 17.
17 with the first hit. 6 with the second
Noodle,
hit.
come on.
It's the payment for us leaving. We're gone.
Yeah.
Everything. She
Something like-
counted
it's
forever.
30
Needs
something damage, I
love.
believe.
So, no, it's not 30 something. It's 44 damage if I'm doing. No. No, it is. No, it's 44 damage, I think.
Oh!
17 plus 6 is 25.
I don't know.
25 plus 19.
19
25 plus 19
is 44.
is 44.
Whoa!
Yeah, you did 44 damage.
I know. Okay, I
Still
know.
not
I don't
higher
remember
than
what
my
he used these.
highest.
I like it. I like it.
Noodle, chill the fuck out.
Squish the kid.
I can't while I'm trying to apply
Wow.
fucking damage.
Meanwhile, she's applying damage to him.
Yeah.
Yes, with claws and death.
Take 1d6 piercing.
Already taken.
No, it's 4.
Tanked this shit.
Oh, it's 4. That's right.
It wasn't 23 at the end, it was 19.
Okay.
Wait a second. I'm just gonna pull up the calculator because my mental math is terrible right now.
That's fair. We've had a very long week.
Because okay, I'm just gonna add all that shit together. 6 plus. Oh, it's 23. Oh, okay, I was doing for some reason. In my head, I did the points wrong. So it is 42 damage actually.
42. Okay. 42. The answer.
Yeah, it is 42.
Okay, that's still.
Boop. The
I'm doing manganella damage.
Yes, I corrected it, guys. Sorry. Like I said, mental math is not on point right now. That's why I have chips.
Everybody's a
And
little
calculators.
fadurg.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry for what I'm
still
about
in
to
pain.
do.
I'm still in pain.
She's going to inflict more math on you
Yes,
now.
I'm sorry.
So
Gonna try.
the blades now attuned and unleashed into the world in Brand's hands. They feel right, balanced gloriously. And as they swing, they kind of distort the air. And in that distortion, you can see entropy, a purplish haze flowing through the blade's arc.
I can see it?
Yeah, everybody can see it.
You're not using those in town.
It's coming out of the hook of the Kopesh. The way the blade is, there's kind of like a there's an oval cut behind the blade before it becomes straight again. It's kind of centered from that, as if a streamer of purple and distorted reality just kind of flowed behind it. And as you cut in, you can actually see the black decayed flesh start to take hold, as not in a corrupted kind of way where it becomes pussed and rotted and sickly. No, this is decomposition. This is going through the stages of turning into ash as the blades cut through the body, leaving behind a cut that is dead skin and dead flesh
You chose
behind.
poorly.
And next is
Oh,
Carmen's
that's going to
turn.
leave a mark.
It did.
So Carmen finally wades through all the thick brush. She finally makes it to Brother Sister, gives him a grin, lifts her axe like she's about to chop down a fucking tree, and she's gonna hack twice at like the shoulder connected to the arm that reached out to him.
I was so distracted, I forgot I wanted to do a bonus action.
Nope, you used it.
Oh,
To attack with the offhanded
oh,
weapon
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
is a bonus action.
So she's gonna try and hack at the shoulder attached to the arm that reached out for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm attacking twice. And remember, I still have my branding smite. I hope I hit. Ugh. Okay. Wow, I rolled like shit.
Can't Nils,
He can. He can. Yes, Nils can give me his other +10 like he said. He can just give it to me
but I
right
think we
now.
need a 17.
After you roll to hit, but before I say whether
Yeah.
it hits or not.
Well, if I add my 7 and then he gives me the 10, I'll definitely
Okay,
hit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
So 12 and then 10 would be
22.
22. Yeah, so I'm gonna have him give it to me for
Okay.
one of them.
As you're starting to swing, you can hear a prayer long forgotten just in the back of your mind. He doesn't even speak it out loud, but you can hear Nils praying for you.
Such a good boy. Alright, so now she's gonna swing.
So that was one attack?
Yeah, I only hit once. The other one was like an 11.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm rolling really poorly.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
so you
wait,
rolled a
wait.
12 and an 11.
Wait, doesn't she get an advantage because because the thing's entangled?
It's restrained. You get
You
advantage.
can roll another one.
So roll an extra die for both.
Shit.
And you
Damn
should
it.
have rolled for advantage on both
I
all
didn't
your
realize.
attacks.
Yeah, damn, I'm not even using my
There's so much
advantage to my
math to
advantage. Oh my god.
You
Okay.
imposed the advantage.
Oh my
Okay,
Sigmar!
So one definitely hits and the other is an 18.
So they both
Yeah,
hit.
so never mind. Never mind.
You still hear the prayer, but you know,
Thank you. You have inspired
you don't.
me.
Never mind. You don't need it.
It just stops abruptly and looks offended, like,
Okay,
You
so...
hear the angels in back of you.
All right.
Sigmar!
So I'm gonna dump
turns to
some
him, "Save
shit
it."
right here. I'm just gonna roll the physical for both first before I add all the radiant shit.
Yeah, go
if
ahead.
That's easier
Just
for
whatever you do,
Yeah.
just don't tell somebody to
Okay.
stop right now.
So the 2 physical hits
Ooh.
are, this is an 8 in plus 4, so that's 12, and then 8.
So 20.
So 20 physical.
20
All right.
physical.
Now I get 2d6 radiant damage. That's
Per hit?
just once. It's just like a one-time use thing, but
Alright.
it sits on my blade for a
So
while.
again, first physical damage was
20.
20.
okay.
Okay. And now I get 2d6, and I'm also going to use
Are you
my
you're
divine
smiting?
smite,
You're using
yes.
divine smite and branding smite.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
I must end it. How dare it offer me? See, it's called branding smite. It wants to brand me. Well, I'm gonna brand it.
Brand
And he's
X.
gonna brandy brand. He's gonna.
It's a brand palooza.
Alright. So this is 2d6.
It's our brand opening.
I
Now.
wanted a brand. That sounds
Okay.
sexy.
So now
Shush.
2d8 and then another
and I
d8.
didn't get
So
this one.
3d8 for a second level. 3d8 for second level. I'm putting this here. Okay. So 3d8. I'm eventually gonna need.
You're
more
really
sets.
going manganella on this
I'm
thing.
gonna end him.
Well, you're more
need more
manganella because
dice?
you're the paladin.
No, I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you.
I got
This
you,
is
Josie.
this is 2d6 3d8
Yes.
Radiant,
radiant
damage.
damage.
2d6
As the axe
and
glows
3d8.
and she chops at the arm. Okay. So this is a 10. Oh, I rolled well. Okay, so
Wow.
18. And then this is 24. And then this is 31 radiant.
Was that appropriate?
Yeah. It's as you lunge forward, you would expect something like this to shriek in pain as you cleaved through it.
It doesn't get the chance.
No, it lets out this sigh of almost orgasmic pleasure as you cleave it in two. The light from the blade erupting, engulfing it as it wisps away into just pink, swirling, purplish energy and dissipates. Nothing left behind.
Was it good for you?
She's gonna give a nod and then start making her way toward the other one.
Sister, brother.
Yes.
That's a great, like, Muppet-esque leer you made.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh,
So sad.
it was good.
It's going to take 2 actions.
Uh-oh.
One
Oh no. Mechanics.
is a legendary.
Does it take damage on its turn in the lightning sphere, or just on your turn?
On its is it on its turn or your turn?
I believe it's on my turn. I take the additional.
The bonus?
Let's see. That appears or ends its turn there. Did it end its turn there?
Oh, at the end, I guess it takes it.
Yeah, it's at the end of the turn.
Yeah, at the
Ends
end of the
its turn
turn,
within
and
the
then
storm.
on my turn, I can additionally enact more damage.
Oh.
So it takes the damage on at the end of its turn, and then you can do it.
And then you can lightning bolt
Yeah.
within it.
I have a bad feeling.
Well, you should look at those eyebrows.
I have a bad feeling.
Look at them. Look at them. They're
My
sparkling.
Sigmar senses are
Because
tingling.
this rule,
Chaos.
Your Sigmar senses are tingling.
Chaos.
it's going to use its legendary action
Yes.
Squiggly lines.
since you killed its sibling. Since you killed their sibling, you've unlocked their legendary actions.
This is not good.
You should have let me accept
As
the
some
fact.
of that separated energy kind of flows into
Oh no.
sister brother
I was afraid of this. It's like, what if we have to kill them at the same time?
and looks at Lanira.
I didn't kill your brother.
You dirty rat! You killed my brother.
Brother, sister. Get it right. Respect.
Sorry.
This is Dan's puppet.
Her Sigmar sense is going off.
Oh no.
There is no
Bad for you
save
guys.
for this.
There's no save. So, is this one of those Crown of Madness moments?
You use your reaction to move your speed in the direction that it decides.
Oh no.
It makes you using a reaction now, so you don't have a reaction for the rest of the turn.
Yeah.
You run to the opposite side of the room, 30 feet away from Carmen.
I'm still in that. The spear is still going though. It's 150.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine.
All right.
It kind of walks along with you as it kind of ushers you along with its hand.
Does Nils
With
get
their
an
hand.
attack of opportunity?
Yes, Nils does get an attack of opportunity.
Was this a fear or was this
This was a legendary action that has no save. It just forces you to. It uses a.
Oh.
You
Only
use
16,
your
I
reaction
don't
to
think that's
move
high
where they
enough.
want you to move.
He only rolled a 16. Sad.
is Nils right next to you?
That's a miss.
Nils
Yeah.
was attacking the thing and then it started moving away, so
As
he got
it-
to hit it.
Oh, does he get an attack of opportunity?
Yes,
he
that's
just
what I
did.
told
He
you.
That was-
missed.
I'm sorry.
You are not
I'm
listening
sorry.
today.
I'm not.
But he
As-
missed.
I'm a little for nerd too.
As-
Missed.
As he goes to swing, Sister Brother looks over their shoulder and gives a very seductive look. And Nils' heart skips a beat for a second, and kind of just before he would hit them, just buries the sword into the ground and just goes, and lifts the sword back up to his
Carmen's looking
chest.
over his shoulder. Oh no, you didn't.
Oh no! He's 16. He's got hormones.
I'm mad at her.
Okay.
Them.
Them. Yes.
Once you're out there, they hold up their left claw, and fingers merge from it, becoming a hand. Holds them above your head from a distance and lowers it as you feel a crown descend upon your brow. Please, if you would.
I know what
Bad
this
for
is.
you.
I know what this is because it got done to me.
Where is my player's handbook? Because I want to double check and
Stay
make sure
by me
it's
if
the
you
right.
want
There it is.
resistance to magic.
Let me look up this
You
here.
walked away from me.
No, I'm talking
Oh,
about.
okay. Yeah. You guys
I
should-
assume your character's gonna throw magic. I mean, what are you gonna do? Come hit me with your staff? I'm so scared.
Crown
Actually,
of
tell you.
Madness.
Alright, what do I roll?
It's the Crown of Madness. Ooh, yeah.
All right, just
like
talk
a
over
theme
my
song
little
for
thing
that.
here. All right,
It's a
that's
crown
fine.
and it
I don't
causes
care.
madness.
Thanks,
This
Macho
is how
Man.
you get killed. He's taking control of the dark elf, and you're mocking the GM.
One humanoid creature of your choice you can see makes a wisdom saving throw or become charmed for the duration. While the target is charmed in this way, a twisted crown of jagged iron appears on its head and a madness glow in its eyes. The charmed target uses its action before moving on each of its turn to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that the caster mentally chooses. Target can act normally on its turn if you choose no creature or if none are within reach. So you can make your choice, but you're
Well-
still charmed.
It's 22 for the first one, and I have advantage on it.
Wow. All right.
22.
The crown, as it begins to descend, the mantle shines with Tra's golden light and shatters it into nothing before it can land upon her head.
That's what hit me when I stabbed Nils.
Yep.
Oh, don't talk to me about that.
Lanira's turn.
Oh, go and make you pay. Well, the damage.
Hmm?
The damage. It's the end of its turn. It's
Well, did they
damage.
walk out
They
of...
moved. They walked
moved-
out.
They're out of it, unfortunately.
They kind of followed along a little bit
Ah,
and just
okay.
kind of walked out of the
Yeah.
circle.
Um,
Do they have to be within that circle to get the lightning strike?
as long as it's 60 feet from the center.
Still 60 feet from the center, so you can use that lightning strike if you want.
Yeah, and that's a bonus action.
Shazam!
So you
Yeah.
you can throw magic and then bolt
Yeah.
lightning.
Luna's just shaking off and like, you may have compacts with my people, but not with me. And she's going to use Thunder Wave at 2nd level to
Gonna
try
push
and
it
push
back?
them back.
What?
And I can picture it too.
What's
It's
the
standing on
AoE of Thunderwave?
Thunder Wave is a 15 feet.
You could have knocked him back into
No.
the
Like
sphere.
20.
20? Son of a cock monkey.
You moved your whole movement,
did.
and they just stepped out of the sphere.
Good
So
point. They moved me. Give me
Can
a
you move
moment.
back and then use it? Move toward
Target
it?
opportunity.
I could move towards them, yeah?
yeah, if you wanted to move toward, and then
Do I still get the bonus action later, or is that counting as...
no, movement is its
Okay.
own thing.
Then
You
yeah,
get
she'll
your movement
just
every
fucking
turn,
stalk towards them and then
and
release
just
it.
thunder
Yeah.
wave as soon as you get
Ooh,
in range.
I've got
Yeah.
a good visual on that.
I know. I was just picturing it like
slam the sap
like
down
standing there
as the
and
hair
then
is
just
flying
boom.
behind.
So upset. I wanted to accept, and now I'm just angry about it. So no, she's using Thunder Wave at 2nd level, so that is a Constitution saving throw.
Are you gonna knock her back into the storm? Them
Yeah,
into the storm?
that's ideally what I'm
That's
doing.
fail.
They failed. Okay, so then they get pushed back 10 feet.
That's back into the storm, but it's at the end of their turn.
Yeah.
Their turn's already over.
So they take to.
Oh, what's
Oh,
that's
the
a strength
damage is
save
all-
against your. Then
Huh?
they're back in the entangle.
Okay, so
That
that
was
takes.
DC 16.
Hold on.
They're entangled again.
You're
One,
entangled
Well,
in
that
the
one
storm.
never was entangled. How appropriate.
3.
The siblings shall be
The
entangled
symmetry
together.
is
I will
perfect.
end you.
Ooh, 14,
You might not have to.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 damage on Thunder Wave.
And do they
That's
get
one
damage?
hell of a thunder wave.
Do they get
Yeah.
damage for going back into the storm or no?
No, it on the end of their
Um,
turn.
That's it,
Their
their
turn's
turn.
already
Okay.
over.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was also counting for like if some creature that enters into the storm. That's what I was asking.
It's when they end their turn in the storm.
Okay.
However, now she will make a spell attack, that I use my spell attack bonus for, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Which is also modified by not only your ring but the mantle.
So I have a +9 spell attack bonus now.
Oh snap!
Thank you for that.
When she wants to hit things, she can hit things.
Well, now I'm gonna botch the roll because we all said that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Believe
But
in
they're
Sigmar.
restrained.
Oh, so it's advantage.
So it's advantage.
Yeah.
Believe.
So it's 14 to hit plus
9.
plus the 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine for me. Which means that
Go
they
for the
Roll
take
natural.
again, go for
roll
the
again.
20.
Go for the natural
Okay.
20. What the heck?
17.
Nope. Nope.
Closer, but it's,
Still.
yeah, it still hits.
Still hit. No, it's not closer. Definitely hit before.
Yeah. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. I need one more d6. Thank you. Thank you, meat wife.
You're welcome.
What was this cantrip you were blasting with?
No, this is storm. Now that they're back,
This is all storm
this
damage.
is a bonus action.
Oh, the
Oh,
lightning.
This
The
is
lightning.
the lightning strike.
Okay.
Yeah, this is. Oh my god, 3 6s and a 1.
Okay,
That's
so
19.
13 more damage.
No, you said
No,
3
3
sixes.
sixes?
3 6s.
So
Three
19.
sixes. Oh.
That's
3 sixes and
18.
a
So
one.
That's
19 more
19.
points.
Yeah.
Thank you, it served me well.
You're welcome. This is the
Almost.
set I use for Mills.
Okay, and your
Um,
action?
no, my action
Was
was,
the Thunder Wave.
Thunder Wave.
Right, right.
Then my bonus action was to
Was
use
lightning
the lightning
strike.
for Storm Spear.
Okay, Nils' turn.
He's gonna walk toward it. And he's gonna take 2 swings.
He's gonna walk into the storm.
He's fine.
It's an
No.
evocation.
Oh, it's an evocation.
Yeah.
Oh,
but he
no.
might get. He might get entangled.
Would he get entangled?
Yes, he would. Entangled.
Would he get entangled?
Yes, he would.
Yeah, you don't shape it.
You can't
Does
shape.
he have any ranged stuff?
No. I mean, he has spells. I could. Nils. Let's see what.
Don't you have that word of radiance?
Shittiest eating grin
What?
over here.
What
Yeah,
that
yeah,
word of
that's what I'm
radiance cantrip that you got?
It's like
It's 5 feet, though. Can I get within 5 feet without going
Word
in
of
the
radiance
thing?
is a melee range spell.
It says
Range
it.
5 feet.
Wow. All right, never mind.
Hold on.
Said each creature that you can see within range.
Ah, so it's a 5-foot bubble burst.
Yeah.
It's shouting if you're crowded.
Yes.
Okay.
It's unfortunate. Could have him use shatter, but
No one's-
that would hurt everyone else.
No, but
No
like,
one's else in
but
no one else is in range.
Each
in-
creature in a 10-foot radius sphere.
And
Okay.
its range is 60
You
feet.
can place
Okay.
it so nobody
they
else
move.
can get
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Shatter's a nasty spell.
He's gonna use shatter.
hit. Okay.
You must make a Constitution saving throw. It's 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save.
What's his spell save DC?
16.
Fail.
Okay, so it's 3d8.
Oh, he's using thunder.
I'm-
Mirror is partial.
I know.
No, he's not.
Oh.
Magics. Where's my other d8 here?
Roll the damage and I'll tell you what it is.
No, orcs. It'll forever. Magic is the orcs.
3d8.
They were wonderful. I love that episode.
3d8. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Oh, well.
That's fine. Okay, 17. 17. Do you want it to be thunder damage? I don't think I've ever had him use this because every time
No.
I want to, people are in range. Yeah.
It is thunder damage, but thunder damage has replaced sonic damage. So thunder damage is basically sound,
Okay.
shock waves, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, I have an idea.
Lightning damage is when you're using storm power.
which is why shatter can be used by bards too.
Yes. Yeah, it's described like it's a loud noise.
He brandishes his holy symbol. The small... I mean, a child could use it as a simple weapon. But it is a small handheld hammer. And he shouts, "Bow before God, Maraz!" And as he says that,
Carmen wipes a tear.
you hear a hammer striking an anvil, echoing from within the demonette's chest. You don't even get to hear whatever noise it would have made as it erupts from the inside out, exploding outward as its body dissipates into energy and smoke. And it just kind of fades into nothing, and as your dispel magic starts to fade, you see that the chaos presence is gone. And that is where we're going to take our break.
Yay! I had to pee, but I also wanted to bone the crab people. Yes.
Crab people.
I wanted.
The magics dissipate, and the released Daemonettes return, maybe, or are evaporated into the world. You're not quite sure what happened to them, you just know they're not here anymore.
And that is a good thing.
You are left, once more, standing, the group of you alone, getting yelled at by your cat.
Come here.
Noodle. Noodle.
I did not know that would happen.
I just want to know before the next thing shows up. Are we going to kill everything that can possibly give us an edge up?
There's a
Without telling us, without giving a heads
There
up,
is-
what kind of diplomacy
it
is
was
that?
coming right for me.
Is that how you behave when women give you bedroom eyes?
No, they weren't giving me bedroom eyes. They were trying to give my mind a jiggle, much like the way the boy did.
Oh, much like you
What?
did.
No, this was completely different. And we have already spoken about that, and everything was fine.
Fine, yes.
I promised I would not do that again. I'm sorry. All I see is the tail.
As it caresses your shoulder.
All right,
If only we had that when we were
squishing
talking about
cats.
the caresses.
I'm
squishing
sorry.
cats so that it fucking.
I would be all kinds of confused.
Yeah.
Kept wrapping around the mic too, so I was like,
Well,
all right.
we now can no longer ask them about getting where we need to go.
Well, they
about,
weren't
about
able
Zinchu's
to.
plans, about the book, about the Lamians. What else? What can we possibly
They
do
weren't
now?
going to tell us anything
They
without
weren't going to tell-
binding us to them.
If they would even tell us that, because we'd probably be their slaves, why would they have to tell anything to slaves?
It's fine. Whatever keeps you sleeping at night. Let's try and see if we could scratch up some information then on our own. She kind of stops off to look around the room.
Well, there was a book up on the dais, wasn't there?
Well, they
Tetrahan.
mentioned that the book was at one point in his tomb. We never ascertained whether or not it was.
All right, let's look in the sarcophagus then. Now that hopefully nothing is here to kill us.
You okay? So is Brand's just walking in the direction of
Not
the
yet.
sarcophagus?
I'm
Okay.
saying, why don't we look in the sarcophagus? That was his. That's where he was buried. He would have it with him, wouldn't he?
Have you watched like Egypt, like the shows on History Channel? Okay. Sorry, bad me. She's actually just going to stalk around the perimeter room and see if there's anything else just about. Figure out anything has changed.
Make a investigation check. And are you just gonna go check in the sarcophagus? It's a large vault that within holds more than just one sarcophagi.
19.
19. You find that the skeletal soldiers that were in the nooks near the edges, like the pillars in the middle of the room,
Yeah.
not in the middle of the room, on the walls.
Yeah.
You find that they are all crumbled and just heaps on the floor, piles of bone, with their weapons and everything just scattered about them.
With him destroyed, all his animated armies are gone.
Oh, I can't use that.
So, all right. So there's not just this big. I thought it was like the typical mummy sarcophagus, the way you described it last time. It was like the big figure.
Well, yeah, it had that, but within it was much larger than what you would have anticipated for a single person.
All right. Well,
let's see here. Walls of Korean life. Massive sarcophagus dominates the center of the room. The vault is carved from red granite and resembles the death scarab stretched out asleep, with its crook and flail, dressed in full armor over his ceremonial wrappings. Arranged all around the casket are the corpses, as I said before, in varying states of decay. Let's see here. The sarcophagus is... okay. Well, it does not give very good descriptions of all the stuff.
Alright, before we do anything else, how hurt is everyone?
Fine.
Are you alright?
Just a scratch.
There are 3 golden inlaid coffins within said sarcophagus. Each are painted to show Karitamen, now that you're investigating it.
Okay.
They rest side by side in this massive massive vault-like sarcophagus.
Are any of these opened?
One of them is.
Alright, that's where he came from.
What I get with my 19?
That was what you got with your 19.
Oh, okay.
There was nothing else really
Okay,
noticeable.
that's
or
fair.
different.
I just wasn't sure if that was just for him or okay.
No. Your investigation revealed the skeletons in their form. You also kind of got rid of the other thing you might notice, which was the amulet.
Yeah. Are the reliefs on the sarcophagi within? Do they have any differentiation between?
No.
Oh.
They are all matching golden inlaid coffins.
Considering how every trap in this place has been some sort of puzzle, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if he hadn't stepped out of one. It would be a 1 in 3 chance of opening a booby-trapped coffin.
Are you telling me that these are trapped?
Why don't you take a
I'll
closer
take a closer look.
Looking to see if the things are trapped. Okay.
I'll
Make your
globes.
investigation check.
Oh, that's not going to be good at all with a 9.
They're fine.
I can't find anything wrong with them.
Carmen, Nils, do you think we could pry it open, see if there's anything valuable within?
Yeah,
Even though they're not trapped, perhaps we don't know if there's another bloody lich or mummy or whatever
Fine,
skeleton in
we
there.
will burn the next one to the ground as well.
Uh,
We're very good at it.
could I borrow the crowbar if you wish me to open it?
Hand in the crowbar.
Nils goes over. And
Thank
I've got
you.
this. I've got both
This is-
swords out at the ready.
if that is what you wish,
It's fine.
Thank you.
yes, sir. Jams the crowbar in and wrenches, and it pops off, and within you see look like clay jars, like 8 or 9 of them, all arranged out, each one with the head of one of the many gods of Nehekara as the lid.
Tetron said something about jars.
I don't remember.
Well, the jars that he gave us earlier were for understanding the languages.
That was the oils.
Yeah,
Okay.
the ointments.
If you wish to figure out what this is, you can make a history check.
She kind of leans in closer now that it seems a little safer and scurries up next to Nils and kind of starts eyeballing the different Nehekaran gods to see if she can kind of surmise maybe what these were.
And the mantle gives her an advantage now, yes?
No,
No,
that's
it's
for
saving.
saves.
Oh, it
Yeah.
saves, not for checks.
Plus, this is investigation, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's a +7, so. Which is great because I got a natural 20.
Okay.
Wow. All right.
You know specifically that these are canoptic jars containing the vital organs of Karitamen.
Oh, his actual body, his bits, his insides.
bits.
When they entomb, embalm, and they have their procedures, they rip out the insides and they place them very organized, like in these jars.
Can that be of any help to us?
I mean, it may have lingering magical
Nope.
significance. No.
They have cultural significance. You don't know if they're magical right now.
Well, she was guessing. She doesn't have her
Oh, okay.
eyes open or anything.
That's why I was making sure you knew
Um,
that your
no, it-
detect magic was gone, so you
yeah,
didn't have
no,
that
it's
as
been
a
way
solid.
past the 10-minute mark. I mean, they're worth something.
I imagine, but
For anyone who remembers this empire. All right, let's
it is
pop open the
remembered.
other one.
The only coffin left unopened. Nils jams the crowbar in, and it doesn't go in as far. You actually hear a tink. He just kind of shrugs for a second and pops it open. And like a Russian nesting doll, within this coffin
There's a smaller
is
coffin.
a solid gold version of Karitamen asleep, studded with precious gems of many colors. On its body, Nehekaran pictographs have been etched.
Instantly locking on to look over. Can she? Is this the older language?
You got a natural 20, so I'm going to allow you to just kind of fold that over here.
Okay, thank you.
It's the same. It's the more hot. It's the higher form
Yeah.
that Tetrahan had mentioned. This is a scapegoat homunculi.
Oh.
It's a curse dump. It's intended to be if anybody tried to wish ill will upon Karitamen,
It would go into this.
it would go into this thing instead of going into Karitamen, who slept in the third, currently opened coffin to the side.
It's magically quite ingenious.
Is there anything else in here?
No, well, it's like I said, it is like packed to the edges of gold.
And it's holding the same crooks.
It's in the same pose and everything. It's just got extra etchings on it.
Alright. I was hoping maybe it might be holding the book.
No.
Well, there is the third coffin that is open, but you haven't
Alright, where he
investigated
came
that yet.
from.
Oh, so he might have had something in there. And
Look into it.
Resting at where the head would lie. It's an odd-looking headrest. Doesn't match the wood. In fact, it's black marble with rings in it,
It's the book.
with pictographs etched across the top. And it rests where one would lay their head inside a sarcophagus. Amongst the sarcophagi.
If he wanted to keep it absolutely safe, he would have it under his head, wouldn't he?
it's not a book.
Carmen's gonna reach in
I
and
don't
try
know.
and take it out.
You reach in and you grasp your fingers around it, and you find it's many thin. They look like black marble, but they are pliable, almost like hardened leather.
I want one.
But they make the sound of stone grinding. And there's many leaves within, attached and bound by rings up the side. It's almost like it was
It's a book.
It was a golden spiral bound book.
I told you. This isn't a book.
It's a book.
And I turn to Lanira.
Oh. Okay. She's gonna take the book. She's gonna like walk over, sit down Indian style on the floor, and just like start just going through. I don't care what you guys are doing. I gotta read something.
As you start flipping
Molesting.
through the pages,
Uh-oh.
need you to make a history check
Oh.
first to understand what you are reading.
14.
Okay. You don't understand everything. It's in a language that seems to be orientated more towards the priesthood of the mortuary cult than it is true magics that wizards might wield. But the bits that you do get speak of immortality and the secret that lies within. And as you continue to flip through the book, your eyes start to kind of glass over. I need you to make a wisdom save. This is a corruption save.
+2.
Oh yeah, plus advantage. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6. 18 plus 6, or 14 plus 6. Yeah.
You can feel the necromantic flood as you turn the pages. But you also feel an odd wind that wasn't... It wasn't present when you first opened the book. But now that you're flipping through it, you're feeling it. It's the blue wind. It's the
Celestial.
heavens.
Cat, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
She's currently.
Celestial magic coming through. Stars coming into place. As you're seeing her frantically flip through the pages, you start to see the book is releasing a low-lying fog that starts to collect around your feet.
Let's huddle everybody in closer.
Nils kind of steps along with you. But
There's a fog forming around our feet from the book.
I mean, celestial magic isn't necessarily terrible.
Does it say anything?
It says a lot of things, but whether or not I understand it all.
your eyes kind of start to get crossed occasionally, looking at the pictographs, the references to Nagash step up and point out occasionally, and the very jealous sidebar notes that were added by a very elegant hand. But at last, you begin to notice the fog. And it begins to rise around you all. And the winds start picking up in a physical sense. The fog starts rushing around you, collapsing in around you, swirling around you, distorting your vision, covering your eyes. You see the pillars of the tomb just outside of reach. You see the sarcophagus is just becoming more and more obscured by swirling distortion and wind and fog.
Are we feeling like we did in that one room?
Make a perception test.
Cocked.
3.
11?
You
20.
You're not being spun. It's more like It's more like your environment shifting. Then after maybe 10 count, the wind starts to slow down. The fog starts to fall. The pillars of the crypt burial chamber.
Bless you.
Ow.
Ooh.
Oh, did you hit your head on the mic stand?
No, it was cushioned enough, but ow, because muscles. The pillars of the burial chamber reveal themselves to be a little bit more oaken than you remember.
We're back in the trackball.
You take a few steps. You feel the crunch of leaves and the softness of grass.
Carmen falls to her knees and starts crying.
The fog dissipates and you find yourselves in a grassy little grove. At the center of that grove, 4 corpses arrayed out around a stolen limestone sarcophagus. Opened and filled with nothing but sand. Their bodies desiccated. Leather armor not filled by living flesh anymore. Just kind of hanging on to their jerkyified forms.
But these are more modern armor suits?
Yeah, but you recognize it. You recognize the suits of armor from the scraps being worn by those in the greeting room.
The white lion, the...
No, the greeting room.
The ones
The
that we killed
greeting
and
room.
said thank you.
Oh, sorry. I could not hear.
The ones we killed and said thank you?
Yeah.
In that room. They didn't say... that one was just saying kill me.
Oh, kill me, okay.
And you see the familiar deciduous trees of the Drakvald forest.
Is the book still in Lanera's hand?
No book, but mantle, blades, still rest on your shoulders and hips.
She looks to the crying Carmen and kind of scooches over to put a hand on her.
Check the pockets. Check the pockets of the backpack.
For your precious gold,
She
yes.
starts scooping up like dirt and just holds it in her hands.
With the other hand
are
that's
the
not
gems
on
still
Carmen,
there?
she goes, looks in.
They're all still there.
Holding grass.
She hands him one of the
Sniffing and
amethysts. Is
smell.
like,
Just getting a
There you
getting a
go.
mold
No,
of
I just
it.
wanted to make sure they were still there. I have the other. I still have the big chunk of amethyst that she gave me. Yes.
Mhm. You stand not 20 feet
From the coach.
from the side of the road
Oh.
where the coach had been flipped.
We walked all of 20 feet away from the coach.
well, that's where we walked to go check on. That was where the line of trees eroded.
Is the sarcophagus the same looking stuff as she found in her hand at the coach?
Oh, yes. Yes. The stone looks very similar. There's a chunk missing from one of the corners. And make perception tests.
That would be an 18.
10.
6.
With an 18 and a 10, you recognize the form on the top. It's not Katatamit. It's Tetrahan. holding scribe pen and scroll. But with an 18, you notice that the sand has an imprint of where a body might be sit. It's not there.
So the sand wasn't the... Oh my.
What? Getting up off the ground.
This is
I walk over.
Tetrahan's sarcophagus.
But we put him back.
I know we did. I don't understand these sort of magics. All I'm saying is this is his sarcophagus. And it's empty.
Carry on.
Snips ground. I don't understand these magics.
Just
I don't understand this kind of magic.
I know and
This is above my pay grade.
He says, screaming at the internet.
Oh, I'm good. We're good. Everything's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine here. It's fine.
This is going so well.
The sun,
Now moves.
Does it look like it was where we left?
about noonish.
Ah.
I'm looking for like near the carriage our footprints. Are they still there?
Your footprints?
Ours, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Fresh.
So the thing that was getting dragged was the bloody sarcophagus.
They must have
It wasn't-
triggered.
Make
whatever
a,
this
actually,
was.
if you're looking for tracks and stuff,
Yeah.
make a survival check.
Just her?
So 22.
She's got this.
Yeah.
You find the tracks of... You find your tracks. You find the tracks of those that absconded with the sarcophagus, and you find one extra set of tracks. Kind of a loping gait.
This is odd.
It heads off deeper into the woods.
It looks like we're here, and then the dead people, it's them, but this one.
Does it start at the sarcophagus?
It does.
Our dear friend may be taking a walk in the wood.
When we sealed, she starts walking.
Are you like power anger walking?
Yeah.
Anger power walking.
just aggressively tracks.
Yeah.
Carmen just breaks off almost.
Well, so much for the righteous calm.
Yeah.
That
Well, it's her home
the
turf,
speedy
I suppose.
Aragorn tracking crouch. that low to the ground, hands
Yeah.
out, crouched.
Look out for helmets on the ground.
Picking up bits of broken twig and grass and following it, and about 10 feet into the foliage, the tracks just kind of dissolve into nothing.
No.
Carmen!
She marches forward. Are you out here? Tetrahan! She yells out. Tetrahan!
No answer.
She leans down where the final track is. She kind of like sniffs it.
She's sniffing lich tracks.
She's trying to listen.
She doesn't tell you how to disarm
I-
traps.
Yeah.
Maybe an integral part.
Lich tracks.
She's
Zombies
gonna look
riffing
around for broken twigs and displaced foliage.
With a 22, you were able to track them perfectly
And they're still
until
gone.
about 10 to 15 feet into the brush. And then all trace just stops.
Magic.
I look around. Do I see any wildlife?
Yeah.
You
You see a few. You see some. You see
see a friendly squirrel.
some bunnies. Some
Bunnies.
birds in the trees.
Some birds.
Bunnies with 3 eyes.
What kind of birds?
What kind of birds?
Do I identify the birds?
Sparrows.
Sparrows.
Are there any pigeons?
Okay. Aggressive cooing. Okay.
Aggressive cooing.
So I'm gonna dump a mana point. She will not be, turned away from these tracks.
There's no tracks to turn away
Back
from.
at the grass, Linear is just fucking sitting Indian style in the grass, just doing inventory on their bag, making sure she has the scrolls.
She looks up to the
Yeah,
to the sparrow as she's rifling around in her bag, finds some rations. She's like, and bread, and she crumples it up a little bit. Looks up and like, excuse me. What they hear is
Tweet.
I can't whistle. It's sad.
Like
What kind of bird mom are you?
like a heavily armored Sleeping Beauty.
Snow White.
Snow White. A pair of birds descend and start pecking at the bread in your hands.
You hungry?
And they go back to
Enjoy.
pecking away.
Just gonna wait a little bit and be like,
They get about halfway through it.
yeah, I'm like, do you recognize these tracks here? Someone was walking here?
No, not really.
No, you didn't
Back
see
to
anyone?
Hmm.
She pulls out
One of you. Goes back to pecking.
One of you. Oh. Do you know where they went?
Nope.
No. Like a machine gun. Gatling gun.
They're just doing the usual grab a piece,
Have you
munch,
never
munch,
seen
munch
the
down.
Roadrunner?
It's not the Roadrunner
I know.
for the 7th time in a row.
Here. Well, I have more of this bread. I'll leave it with you. If you let me know if you see anyone else around here. Any person looks
Sure.
like us. All right. And I take it out. Like, where do you want me to leave it? Do you want me to put it in the tree?
And one of them flits off your hand and flies over to looks like kind of a knot in one of the trees.
She's gonna walk over and crumple it up and place it carefully in the knot. So there's room for them to perch as well. She's very careful about this.
Considerate.
Consider
Yes.
it bird mom.
Yes. Like, all right, well, I'm gonna keep looking, but we'll be around here. Please let me know, all right? And I carefully, the other remaining one on my hand, I let him hop off. I put it in the knot as well. Like, look back at them, like,
They both sit there and they peck away.
Yeah.
A couple of other sparrows that were up in the branches come down
Yeah.
and they kind of cycle in and out, having snacks.
they said they saw someone like us.
Just
I
coming
don't.
back to the clearing.
Yeah, I'm going
Okay.
back to them. Like, they said they saw someone like us.
What?
The birds.
You're talking to the birds again.
Listen, when there's no one else around.
No, I
That's
just think
not
it's
what
an,
I do
I
when
just
no
think
one's
it's
around.
an amazing thing.
Well, it's.
Wait, they said someone like us.
Yes, I don't know if it was another person or just.
Somebody with 2 legs.
in our-
Tetrahan looks similar. Maybe the magic returns him to his former state. I don't know.
Or maybe it's just because he was walking upright on 2 legs like we do.
Maybe.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't really know the.
Well, I left them with some food and I told them to let us know if they saw anyone else, but I don't know.
Do you think that you're just going to be chased by sparrows now every time a human crosses the track?
If they want more food. Those were that.
So you
those
have your bird
those
street irregulars.
crackers have berries in them.
Wait, your rations have berries in them?
Yeah,
Well,
I cooked them myself.
I didn't know you. Wait, have you just not been cooking us food? You only cook your food for yourself.
All right. Well,
Can I want to taste?
Well,
Thank you. Is she a shit cook?
As a survivalist, actually, they're rather filling. They're not bad. They're not. It's not elf bread,
Yeah.
They're not lembas.
but still.
By cicada standards, this is delicious.
Thank you.
By cicada standards.
I had to
Thank
think about
you.
that for a second, and I
Yeah.
remembered your previous conversation.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Nils is kind of sitting cross-legged,
Like, you want one?
and he just looks up at you. Huh?
You want some berry bread?
Oh,
It's
no,
very, very good.
no.
Oh,
no,
you
s-
did
no,
not
thank
just
you.
say that.
I'm just so happy to be back here.
I imagine you must be happy too, young man.
Did we? I'm very confused. Did we go anywhere?
I think we did, but the azure winds were what brought us home.
The fog that surrounded us, she means, is what
Yeah.
brought us here. Are you all right, lad?
I just.
She
This
sits
is-
down
it's
next to him.
So much.
What just happened in the last 10 minutes? Do you remember?
I don't know how to. I don't know what that means. Honestly, 10 minutes. Were we all together in a desert place?
Yes.
And the Hakaran tomb.
You see just an entire weight just kind of come off of his shoulders. He's like, oh,
It was
is
real.
I am not insane, or we are all insane together.
No, it was real, lad.
Okay.
When you've been around these two as long as I have, you'll come to learn that the strangest,
I'm starting to understand
most
that.
amazing things will happen.
I just. I feel we are doing Sigmar's work. I just have so much trouble. So much trouble understanding this. I do whatever is asked of me, but I don't understand why it is being asked. I don't know if I'm ready to stand up to this.
But you've stood up to it so many times and done quite a ferocious job of it.
I'm not I am an acolyte. I
It's
am
a
not.
title. It means nothing.
You've been more than that.
Yeah.
I'm
Here's what you need to understand. We were thrust into this situation. We didn't choose it. People don't choose these things. We released several they were once people, suspended in time in some morphed undead state. We ended their undead state and gave them peace in a way, and in the process destroyed a chaotic artifact. We did a lot of good. I don't know why we were sent there, but we did the right thing.
Look at it this way. Between all of us, we destroyed that evil artifact, which was definitely not of Sigmar's work. Correct?
No. But that was you.
You helped fight those creatures. You healed us. You kept us going, lad.
I am the sword. You are the wielders. I'm not some hero of.
That's
What?
what all
Lad,
heroes
2
say.
months ago, I was just an acolyte in the Temple of Sigmar in Altdorf, and Middenheim, sorry. In Middenheim, now? I've seen so much, and I feel like I haven't been the one picking my feet up.
What?
You've made your choices. You've stood in battle and held your own.
I
You
made no
didn't-
choices. I just followed what was asked of me. At times, I feel like I don't know what I do.
Have you done anything that Carmen has asked you that goes against your beliefs?
No.
Well,
I know, but I wouldn't do that on my own. Without Carmen, I'm not brave. It is Carmen that is brave. And
Nils,
She's gonna hand him one of
Nils.
her berry cookies.
Nils,
he
when
takes it.
When
When
we met
He
you,
starts kind of munching on it.
when we met you in that
Oh my
in the
God, they're
Reaper's bounty all those months ago. What? What's
I'll tell you guys after.
What?
Chat's getting interesting right now.
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
Okay. When we met you at the Reaper's Bounty all those months ago, do you remember when you were asking us about our stories and our adventures and everything we had done, and it excited you?
you said you wished you could have a life like that.
That might be gaslighting.
Oh my god. Oh, it's not just Lanera now. Bad influence on y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm not
Y-
saying it in a
yes.
bad way.
I-
I'm saying it in a good way. So you had the thought of it then. And
but-
it wasn't a bad thought.
So there's a difference between what I wished and what you wish. This was a fantasy.
But you chose.
I was a servant. I still am a servant, but I was just a simple servant. This all has been happening so fast, and I just don't know what to do with myself, other than just do what you say. And I feel empty.
Do you know how many times you have helped save each of our lives? You do.
No, I just.
That's
If
what
I didn't make that choice,
Lad, if you
it's
weren't
not me.
Lad, if you weren't with us, all three of us would be dead.
You need to understand that while I was being trained, when the word of Sigma is instilled in a growing priest, such as what I wish to be, we are told that everything we do, everything, is Sigma. It isn't us. Sigma gives us that. And while we are servants, and the priests tell us what to do as acolytes, that it is Sigma's will traveling through our priests and into us as acolytes. I have not made a choice for myself since I was 5. Since I ran from my father. Everything has been Sigmar's will. And so much is happening now. So much terrible things. So many people are hurt and killed. And I wish to do as Sigmar says. I don't... It's as if I am a flawed blade that would crack after the second swing. I feel like I'm cracking.
Lad, we've all had moments
You've seen everyone have moments.
when we've cracked or not. Whether or not I was seized by that metal cage on my face, which forced me to attack you, That was not my will. And I apologize to you. And you understood it was not my will. You made the choice to come with us. You asked. You said, I wish I could go with you, and that was when I said that she would be honored if you were her squire. You made the choice to go with her.
You see his eyes kind of glance at the sword.
Well, we asked him if he wanted to.
He takes another.
And it is still your choice. You haven't taken any oaths.
He chews on the bread a little bit more. This is. You have taken me on. I was cast aside. Sigmar decided that I was of no more use.
No, Sigmar didn't decide that. Johann did.
Johann is Sigmar's voice. And those above him,
Like you said yourself, we are all flawed blades. All of the children of men do the best they can, but we make mistakes, we make errors. First time I met Johann, he tried to kill us. I'm sure you remember.
I heard the fighting. But I thought it was just arguing. I didn't think.
Johann came at me with that hammer.
I understand you idolize, and why you do. It's been bred into you, told, and almost brainwashed into you. But people are flawed, and not everything is, I imagine, the voice of your god. I mean, think in the camp, you've seen people be bewitched, Hildebrand doing things that were not his choice. So wouldn't you think that maybe in moments, sometimes people maybe aren't always acting on the will, but maybe making a choice that may be counter? You have the ability to do such as well.
His eyes squint hard at you. This is... Of all the people here, I feel most confident about saying that I don't trust what you have to say. You yelled and scolded for not being allowed to commune with a demon not 15 minutes ago. So you will excuse me if I do not appreciate what you have to say as much as the others. I do not hate you. I pity you.
That's not.
Your views notwithstanding, she like stretches up with hand.
That's not entirely fair, lad.
No, that's fine. I understand. I will say this: you have been very useful to our group. We have enjoyed, myself included, having you here. We hope you will stay with us, not just because Sigmar does not speak to me. I ask that you stay here because we enjoy you and find you useful. Let that echo within you. And she kind of just walks off to kind of give them space. Did a die decide to die?
Oh. No. Whenever you're ready, I have something to say.
Go ahead. I can hear you.
In a disembodied voice.
Yeah, that's great.
It looks so strange.
I can hear you.
Alright, so as Lanira storms off, or waddles off,
she
walks off.
Yeah,
whatever.
she's not too upset or anything. She actually was trying to convey the
Yeah.
nicety of like, I don't like you or find
Thank
you
you.
helpful because Sigmar tells me to.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
I'm gonna look at him, she's gonna be like, I want to.
Lad, we want you to stay with us, but we want it to be of your choice. I'm going to leave it at that. and let your knight take it from here. If anyone can sort this out, I know you can.
He is so manipulative. He's been saying gaslighting things to Nils the whole time, like trying to convince him he said things that he didn't actually say.
Yeah, I noticed that.
What? Up. Yeah, like, oh, you asked to come with us. That's not how it went
Okay.
down.
What you were
Alright.
going to say.
Anyway,
Nils is almost crying. Please fix
I
this.
know.
Ghoulies clawing at the screen.
I want to thank you for telling me this. I know it's not easy. I also want to thank you for what you have told us about what you've been through with your father. And I realize now people have taken you in, the priesthood took you in. We took you in when Johann decided to move on to other things, and while I was happy to do it and I'm glad to have you, I don't want you to ever feel like
Keep going.
I don't want you to ever feel like you're indebted. What does that mean?
phone. It's on the desk on the other side of it.
I thought it was pen, and I thought it was Stream Deck.
Like I didn't. Like I don't want you to feel.
corner back there.
It's on the charger.
It's charging. I was trying to be subtle.
I had no idea what you were trying to say.
So go back to what you were saying.
It's like, I don't want you to feel indebted to anyone. I don't want you to feel like the only choice you have is to follow those who give you orders. That's why it is your choice. For your own safety, I would ask that you accompany us until we're done with what we're doing. I don't want to just abandon you right now. But after that, it is always your choice. And perhaps that is why, you know, as Hildebrand has mentioned before, you have not been sworn into the Knights of Sigmar, because as much as I feel you are ready, I don't want you to make that decision in a hasty manner. I want you to really know that's what you want. And if not, that's fine. If we could help you, as you have helped us, that's fine. But for now, I would ask that you do accompany us until we're done. I don't want you to be unsafe. Not here. Not now. But please do. You know, keep telling us.
Ready? I'm so confused. Because you tell me that I'm to help you and that you are my knight, and but you are also, don't look yet.
Oh, okay. I was checking to make sure you didn't send a message. Okay, I put it away.
You got a message?
No, it's fine.
I just is there a reason why you haven't chosen to have me take oaths as the squire?
Because you have doubts, and that's fine. I'm in no position to rush you. I want you to know that this is your choice.
Part of me, there's something inside me that says yes, I do want to do this. But everything I've been taught tells me that is what Sigmar is telling me. Not what I want. So when you say you want it to be my choice, I don't know if I've ever had a choice in my life.
Do you remember when you visited the blacksmith at the Camp Ayla? And
Yes.
we asked you to choose which weapon you would prefer. And you chose, and she gestures to it, and it has served you so well. That was your choice. It was your decision to use the best tool for the job, and if we are to be tools of the gods, you need to decide how best you're going to be. What role are you going to play? Is it in the priesthood? Is it a wandering knight protecting the forest. That's a decision you have to make.
Just don't understand. How does one have choice when it's all been decided by our gods? I don't know. And he just breaks down.
I pull the hood off and I come back into the
Oh,
clearing.
yeah, he's coming. The Carmen's just gonna give him a hug. This poor boy. He's been like no affection from
I've been
anyone.
listening.
She's gonna give him a hug.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
Wait. Let her do what she's gonna do.
Go ahead.
Because you walked away enough that let
Let
them finish.
I'm gonna use lesser restoration to try to like bring him back, calm him down. Or would it be better to use something else?
I'd say something else because lesser restoration is to remove
Yeah.
like
Paralysis.
heroism-
or
I do have heroin. I could do that.
Would
But
that-
he's not afraid though. He's just having a moment.
I feel like he's having an earth-shattering life fear.
Okay, frightened. Immune to being frightened. Okay, heroism it is.
I don't know your
Heroism.
spell.
Yeah. Well, it was between that, heroism, or lay on hands.
Good job, because that's what I was coming back to do.
Yeah. I have it for a reason. It's in my kit.
you can hear
She's gonna just give him a hug, and she's gonna use the heroism. She gives him a very motherly, like, stroke on the back, and she's
His-
like,
as you start to infuse the divine energy from heroism into his just shaking body, heaving sobs into your breastplate.
Yeah, rusty.
As you do that, you can feel they go from shuddering weeps to more controlled breathing. He looks up and he stares you in the eyes. I just want to do what's right.
what did you say?
I just want to do what's right.
You're gonna figure it out, and we will help you.
We still have to figure things out too, lad.
And he wipes his eyes and his nose on his vestments. He stands up. Walks out into the middle of the clearing, away from the more gruesome elements. But he kind of finds a nice 20-foot circle. Open, lush greenery. He takes Honor's gift and slams it nearly halfway up the blade into the earth. He takes a knee.
And what?
And he takes a knee. He looks at Carmen. With a tear in his eye, he says, I choose. May I be?
26 episodes! He's growing up!
And I'm writing all this down. Racks of sobs.
Stop it!
from
It's
you.
unbecoming.
Oh, he's going to. Oh. I thought he was giving him a scroll to read in Nils' voice.
Yeah, we're just very close to your face.
I'm always
Oh, sorry.
sorry. I'm obscuring the view.
Yes, another one has cried on the stream.
I've cried
Another.
before.
Please.
It's a
Ha!
rite of passage.
It is.
Don't worry, we'll come for you.
I'll get you next.
Oh.
And
Oh, so beautiful.
he waits. Head bowed, forehead to the crosspiece, where the small twin-tailed comet was etched by Ayla's hand.
I take my lute and I just start gently strumming.
Oh my god! No. Okay. I don't know what a night sun was.
It's
Wait,
all
you
about
would
the
know.
ambience.
You took an
Give
oath,
her
so you
cues.
would know.
Huh?
Give her the cues. Or would you like to know a
Yes.
squiring ceremony?
Yes! I don't know! I've never been knighted!
All right. Feed her the info.
Please, an educational moment. Brought to you by Devil's Lock Gaming.
Again.
All right, hold on a second.
He was a
I've
king of
I've
a
been in
kingdom.
Yes,
them,
I know.
but I've never done them.
I
Yeah.
know. I've slapped and I slapped you twice.
I actually was,
Actually, no, I slapped you 3 times.
It was
Once
on my
for the
list
squiring,
of things to do
twice
to
for the
look
knighthood.
up.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Oh God, I'm blanking on the damn ceremony.
But you know
It's
how
been 15 years since I took a squire.
Well,
it's
taking the blade
yeah.
Do you swear?
because you need something to
Yes.
squire him. It's very similar to a knighting
Yeah.
in structure, but
you
it's
place you can place your hand on the other side of the hilt,
Okay.
facing from him. So you have your right hand on one side of the hilt. He has his right hand on the other side of the hilt.
Oh, that's so nice and symbolic.
And symmetry.
Yes, that's so cool. Okay, so she's
Now.
gonna walk over to him after having a moment.
Ugly crying.
And she's gonna.
Do you, Nils, swear an oath of loyalty to serve your knight?
What's his last name?
Just Nils.
He doesn't have a last name. He's
Just Nils for now.
his.
Just Cavendish. Nils Cavendish.
No, he's never given it.
He was. Remember, he sans.
Oh my god.
You were never given a
What's your
name?
last name?
No, he.
I don't have a last name either.
What the hell are
He
you fucking
doesn't-
orphans?
There's a reason why he has never given his last name. You guys, he always you asked
You
his
never
name, and he
asked.
always gave Nils. He never.
What is
said
your
anything
What
else.
is your name, lad?
My name is Nils.
Your full name, lad.
My full name is Nils, but my father's name is dead.
It's what?
My full name is Nils, for my father's name is dead.
Ah.
Understandable.
Well,
So she nods. She places her hand on the right side, well, as she's facing him, yes.
right.
Facing him,
Right.
right
You have your
hand.
hand. It's like this. It's like your right hand,
Yes.
here, like face, like this.
Oh my god, you
Ooh,
made me
like-
knock the
sorry.
thing over.
Like, here's the sword between us.
Here's the sword.
Here's the sword.
between
Yeah, here's the sword between us. Okay, look. So here's the cross piece of the sword. So your hand would be here, his hand would be there, or vice versa. Okay.
Okay.
So now you have the sword between you,
Yes.
and you're holding it like that. So there's the
Yeah.
symmetry going.
Yes.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
So she's
So-
gonna do that.
And also replace the support for my table.
Yes. He like pulled me over and
I
my
know.
knee knocked
know.
it out. I do not take blame. I've been so much better
It's okay.
than not knocking this over.
Sorry.
All right.
Claire's
You've been
just
very
watching
good.
from the
I
shadows.
can't remember the last time you knocked it over, so of course you have been
it's
very
been
good.
It's been good. All right. So anyway, she does that, and she looks at Nils and then I was like, "Do you, Nils, agree to serve your knight, take up the arms for Sigmar and his righteous cause, and will you continue to speak to your thoughts on this journey?"
He looks up to you. Eyes red.
The red?
This is... With all my heart, yes.
Nods.
Now, here's the last part.
Okay.
If you don't want to go into the extended. Last part is the accolade.
No, wait. She needs to give her promise to him.
Oh, right. The knight gives a
The
promise.
knight gives a promise. Now
Yes.
you say
It's a
and-
mutual agreement.
I wish I had the stupid platinum rings right now. I was planning on it.
and I, Carmen,
And I, Carmen,
promise to teach you.
promise to guide you on the path.
Editing. He's an editor.
Go for it.
He's an editor.
I am an editor.
Wing it from there.
I promise to guide you on this path we share until such a time when you are ready to guide others and yourself.
In Sigmar's name.
In Sigmar's name.
Now, it's the accolade.
You don't
This-
know what that is, do you?
This is where you strike him.
Okay, demo.
What? What? I
No.
heard. What?
You strike him across the
Oh,
face.
come on. It's been 15 years since I hit you.
Please don't hurt me.
No.
No, he's not gonna hit you.
Wait, I smack him or punch
Yes.
him or?
Depends on the culture. You can do an open hand slap. You can do a backhand slap. You can do a punch
You can, yes,
to the
you can-
chest.
Oh. Begins with a C.
Coulee.
Coulee. A coulee is a
A
backhanded.
strong-handed backhand punch to the chest. And the phrase that is accompanied before you administer said accolade or coulee is, "May this be the first of many blows to go unanswered."
Unanswered?
Unanswered.
Because during the knighting ceremony, whoever knights you gives you a final accolade, and the
That
phrase is, "May this be the last blow to go unanswered." Basically, you are a man, you can speak for yourself now.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a lot more to it. There was
Yeah.
the belts, there were the chains.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna have, off stream, you're gonna have to tell me.
We'll
this.
explain the whole ceremony and stuff over
We'll
pizza.
reenact it.
Please don't.
No.
Where's my
like-
armored glove?
No.
Nils!
I've been
No.
through too many squirings and knightings.
He's having a
You're
felt
beyond that now.
I've felt many a strike. We're not doing those right now.
Wow, but like squares are young. Like, how do you hit them with all your force?
Yes. To do otherwise would be to show disrespect. I got cuffed several times.
Cuffed?
Oh,
Oh.
like full-on slaps.
Did like your ears ring?
The rule we used to cover. You would have somebody who was like a second, and they would cover the ears and eyes of whoever was getting hit, because the king of the kingdom that we were in at the time wasn't exactly the most accurate fellow.
Not me.
Not him.
This is the first kingdom that we were in.
He wasn't the most accurate, and he blasted somebody so hard, and we were in like a water tunnel, and he flew to the side and smashed his head on a rock. Essentially, he was all right at the end of it.
If you
but
guys want to reenact a scene of Carmen and
we can
Nils,
record it.
Oh my!
we have that tunnel
really
We
still.
have-
hit him.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't want to really hit him.
no. Okay,
But
Back
one
to the
day
game.
we'll both
Back-
be in costume.
back to the gig.
Anyway,
Okay.
So the last part is, may this be the last blow to go. May this be the first of many blows to go unanswered.
Okay. So
And then you choose how you wish to apply the first blow.
I like the idea of the backhand like this.
Kool-Aid.
On the chest, because if he were too weak, he would fall backwards. But a Knight of Sigmar does not fall backwards.
Okay.
So, yes, that is what you
Roll your attack. No, okay.
I'm unarmed! It's
Well, that does a
fine.
D4 plus strength bonus.
Oh,
No.
That's fine. That's fine.
ability enhanced strength.
Nils, I need you to guide me in this moment.
Oh.
You
Got it.
you reach back, moving the sword out of the way
Yes.
first.
I don't want to slice his head off.
He straightens up as tall as he can be on his knees. You not being the tallest knight of Sigmar, hunter of Sigmar,
She's just a
you
short
put
knight.
you're able to put a firm, strong strike across his chest. And he sways. But he doesn't fall. He doesn't use his hands to steady himself. He holds his ground from his kneeling position. Then it's customary to return their weapon.
Customary to what?
To return their weapon.
Return their
Their
what?
weapon.
Their weapon. You're
Okay.
holding his blade. You
Yes.
took it out of the ground.
Yes. Hand it to him.
He takes it in both hands, flips it around, sheaths it over his back. And that is where we are going to end tonight's episode. There is a picture in the little chat. I'm going to put it up into Discord of the die roll that I did for his awakening roll because you guys took the time to talk to him so much. I rolled with advantage. I rolled a 15 and a 20. So we are going to be saying goodnight now. From everybody here at Devil's Luck, I've been Connery. With me has been
Sandra Lee.
Ryuko.
Yield dragon.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us, guys.
Just Kevin.
Oh, and also, just Kevin's over here. There he is. We're heading out. We're going to have some pizza. We're going to relax. And we hope to see you guys very soon. Like I said, keep an eye on the news and the Twitter. It's going to be big.
Big.
Until then, and until I think we're going to do a show on Monday, I'm going to try and do a show on Monday. So we'll see you Monday. And until then, remember to always stay evil. Hit the button, Kevin.